Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Paranormasight, the 7 Mysteries of Honjo.
Hello. We back.
What is up, people? We're here. We're streaming.
We're here. We are streaming. It's funny because I feel like it hasn't been that super long since the last time we played this game, but also it feels like 1,000,001 things have happened since the last time we played this game.
That's definitely true. It's been a few weeks, but also it's been like a lifetime, so...
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Well, as I always say, the passage of time is a fickle thing. It could have been yesterday. I couldn't tell you. You know, it also could have been 3 years ago.
Yes. Last time, I believe we coined the phrase casual Tuesday, and I do stand by that, maybe with a little less freneticism than last time.
Casual Tuesday. It's Casual Tuesday.
Last time was an anxious casual Tuesday. But I'm glad to be here. I'm super glad to be spending time with you two.
Oh, me too, Gina. Oh my God. I am so happy that you even like made some time to like make this happen.
Oh, are you kidding? This is like smashing a champagne bottle on the side of the ship, baby. This is how we make it real.
Literally, Gina and I were on the other day and we're like, we have to baptize it. And this is its full transition into real livable space.
This is what makes it home. For those that don't know, this is my very first stream for my new apartment, and it's mostly out of its boxes, so I'm thrilled to be here, and it seems like everything's working, so that's also good.
The fact that you got your streaming PC and your whole setup done in like a couple of days, got it completely out of its boxes and completely set up and are live right now, and you have internet, like that is a feat into of itself.
It's a high bar of success, especially considering I while trying to unpack my office sat down on a box heavily only to remember that box contained this PC and to jump off it.
Oh, crazy.
In utter panic, like, oh no! But everything was fine. Everything made it safe and sound. Except for Basil, who was tossed around in the process and went through a really bad weekend. But she's now okay. She's now safe and sound. Poor baby got anxious and got very sick.
The vagueness of the original statement, Gina, really was like, you know, nothing broke except Basil.
Except for my
Moving
dog. Poor baby.
I'm glad she's feeling better, but it sounds like she had like an anxiety attack.
She got really anxious and proceeded to poop nonstop for 4 days straight. And it was not the best. She's now chewing on a rubber thing. No, don't eat rubber, baby. No! I'll be right back.
That'll make her poop more.
Yeah, right. Oh my God. I want to call out real quick while Gina has stepped away. Thank you, Dappelme, and thank you, Enduring Ideal, for the subs. Thank you so much. And thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Okay, I'm back.
God. You back?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm back. She saw me coming.
I had a visceral reaction to got so anxious that she for 4 days straight. I was like, I know that.
I know.
I really do. Deep in my soul, I've had those days.
Yeah, I feel like we've all been there at some point. Unfortunately, it was Basil this past weekend, but otherwise, all good. Everybody made it safe and sound. Everything made it safe and sound, and yeah, I'm here now, and I'm on stream.
I'm truly so impressed. I'm so glad that we get to do this and that you're settled in for the most part. It sounds like you're still like unpacking and stuff, but like, it looks really good. At least what you've shown so far.
The whole place is super cute.
It really does.
And my parents are coming out tomorrow to like properly, you know, I found a solution for everything, but it's not necessarily a good solution, is like the way I describe it. Everything has a place, just maybe not the right one. So I'm gonna have help, and I appreciate that.
Amazing.
How are you
I'm
two?
So glad. Oh man, Jake, you go first because I actually want to hear about everything that's been going on with you and the craziness that is your life right now. Sorry if I'm like hot potatoing immediately to you, but I'm genuinely like really excited.
No, it's okay. I'm wearing gloves. I can catch it. It's such a cool little potato.
Been a dense couple of weeks for you, buddy.
It's been it's writing season. I don't know how it happened, but everything sort of happened at once. So I mentioned on stream a little while ago, we did a workshop of the show I've been working on for like 2 years, which was super successful and really awesome. And I just could not have been happier with the way it all went and the way the show has improved. This was like an industry workshop where we try to find investors or theaters or all sorts of, different, basically finding a life for a piece of fiction that sort of lives in the void right now, but has been tried enough to be like, okay, well, having a house would be a cool thing to do. So we did this whole workshop. We rewrote the crap out of the thing. It was such a beautiful process with like a really cool group of people, and just like, it's nice to see something resurrected that's been in your brain for ages.
Absolutely.
So we got that up.
All I know is your parents absolutely loved it. So
yeah, it was so nice getting to have them there
to tell me everything about it.
Aww.
It was awesome. It was really good, and I'm glad they got to see it too. They did a good job of being able to touch onto both of us within this month, which was a very good thing. So yeah, a lot of joy, a lot of happy there. Thought I'd get a second to breathe out, and then immediately dove into like 7 other projects. So I run out of town on Saturday to Virginia for this new workshop development for a different piece I'm working on, which is. My God. I know, it's less about murder, which is cool. I'm glad to be thinking not as much about murder.
From murder, I think.
Yes. No, yes, I think that's pretty helpful.
Technically, didn't you just like announce what it is on Instagram? I was surprised. I saw it
literally
on Instagram
today.
Like, you can talk about it?
Well, the workshop is live, so they announced it, and we're like, I guess it exists. How crazy! I guess, sure. I guess we'll run with it, huh?
I'm actually kind of thrilled to know that was the reaction, only because I saw that and had that reaction too. I was like, whoa, wait, I guess, okay, it's real. Look at that.
Yeah. Me too, Well, we'll see.
Sometimes the marketing department just drops shit, and then you're like, "Oh yeah, okay,
oh god,
yeah."
But honestly, felt kind of fun. This has been like a little, idea we've been toying around with for, almost a year now, which is crazy. This workshop process is very cool. It's a grant that allows us to go for a week. And basically do whatever we want. They give us a group of 10 students and a band and transcribers and free space and housing and all sorts of cool things. And literally the expectation is do whatever you want while you're here. So we literally can call the students and put things up on their feet. We can choose to not call anyone and just sit in a room and work all day. It's just like a motivator to work on nothing but this one thing for a full week, which is an unbelievably cool program.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is super cool. Oh, that's awesome. Wow, you really are literally just jumping from one thing immediately into the next.
From thing to thing to thing. And there was my
waitress in the middle of that. There's been a lot of stuff.
There was
that
drunk waitress.
Fun.
There was reading. If anybody has not joined our brilliant fan Discord, I highly encourage you. Only because I had the incredible pleasure to get a play-by-play recount of my own antics on a night I simply don't remember. And that's a very special thing to receive, If you've ever woken up from being drunk and not remembering, there's a pit in your stomach when you go, I don't know what I did. Well, I do know. I read it and I know.
From an impartial third party, no less.
God.
It's not that I don't remember any of it, but so here's how the game works. We did the musical waitress, and anybody in the audience can buy you shots that when you come out on stage, you take your shot and you keep going. Okay, fun. I had 4 of my friends there. Wilson was there. My girlfriend Kelly was there. My friends Tucker and Ash were there. And each of them, being very sweet, got me 2 shots each. For all of your brains at home that are like, already you're dead. No. They're all half shots. So I've done 4 shots? And then
still
we had a beautiful...
It's manageable.
Still a lot, but enough that I'm on my ass. Enough that I'm like silly and Lucy. All right, and then we had a sweet representative of the ShortOneGaming community there who brilliantly documented my antics. And man, do I appreciate that so much. Also contribute. And then there was a very nice man, nice, question mark, in the audience who did get me 6 personally. So all of a sudden, and look. In my defense, you're not counting while you're up there. They give it to you and you're like, I trust that I'm not going to die. And there was a beat where I'm like, this seems like a lot, but I lost count. So I bet it's okay. It wasn't.
It wasn't okay.
I got through the show and truly was carried home by my dear, brilliant group of friends and had an amazing night, honestly. No, I'm not embarrassed about anything, but it was a very funny anecdote to wake up and be like, oh, look, it's a little write-up for me. Thank God.
I unrelated, didn't know the show was happening until I did see the write-up, and I was like, oh God, I hope my brother's okay.
Well, but see, Gina, you didn't mention it, so you just texted me being like, are you dead? Are you all right? And I'm like, how did you know? Huh? Did I text you drunk? Did I yell so loud you heard me from across the country?
Too. There was stuff on Instagram as well, I believe, but maybe I'm making
but
up.
it's one thing to
It's
have
more
done it. It's
personal.
another to have gotten the like, hey, are you literally all right?
Oh my God.
Antics, beautiful antics.
So good.
Oh.
It was beautiful. And I truly didn't discover it for like 4 more days. So for 3 days, my friends were just kind of giggling at me. And on day 4, I'm like, haha, I do know what I did. How beautiful.
Receipts. Oh,
It was very fun. I truly had a really lovely night. It was a good time. And like, it was a very good environment to be
you're
silly and
playing
messy with
Povenmire,
people who loved me and took
right?
care. Yeah, my favorite role. No, not Povenmire. That's Dan Povenmire. That's Doofenshmirtz. What's his name? Pomander.
Pomander. You're right. You're absolutely right. I got them swapped. Pomander pie.
Yes. I was on the phone with Dan today, though. How funny is that?
I hope he's doing well.
Sweet man. Love that man. Love that man dearly. One of the nicest guys in the whole world.
Amazing.
So anyway, I've been doing very, very good. And for chat, I read it, not too bad. I have to say, let's call it my age or let's call it the amount of water I drank, but my hangover was not too bad.
Nice.
I had to go.
Good job.
I had to go to work at 10 a.m. the next morning. It was really, the train ride down was tough, but then I had a little egg sandwich and I was okay. So l'chaim to that.
Amazing.
I can't believe you planned work the next day, but also more power to you.
Yeah.
It was going to happen no matter what. It was more, I can't believe I said yes to waitress, but
That's also
I did.
I would have taken the full day off. Also, honestly, I would have probably when the 6th shot came up, I would have been like, no, we're all
With love, you are a lighter weight, I feel like.
You're also not as competitive as I am. I was there being like, fuck all of you, I've got this.
I am not competitive, and I am also a lightweight. I don't even think I would do this. So like
okay, the potato is a bit cooler than it was when you tossed it my way. I think it should be safe for your hands. Allison, what have you been up to?
Thank you. I received the potato. Thank you very much. I'm good. I have been just sort of like heads down, bopping around between like work and like, not work, if that makes any sense. Like, making stuff for the channel, just continuing to like grind away at like actual day work stuff before heading into like a long holiday.
Yeah, I was about to say, sometimes that's kind of what you need to do,
Yeah, exactly. And it's like not a bad thing, like it's not the worst. Went to Pride over the weekend. Did a bunch of like Pride stuff both for work and then like with friends. Like went into the city on Sunday and had a very nice time. And I guess for you, Jake, very recently, Victor and I just came back from our big trip to Seattle to celebrate our 5-year anniversary. I don't remember if I even told you that or not.
You told me right before you were leaving. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
How was the trip? I know you probably
it was
reported on already, but was it just great?
Oh, it was fantastic. It was so amazing, and like the weather was incredible. And if any of you follow Victor on Instagram,
he documented all the food.
Yeah, Victor documented all of the food, and the goal on the trip from his end was to like get like a top 10 like favorite food dishes like from the whole trip. And he's done that and documented like his favorite drinks and like snacks and like related things. So definitely go check that out, because he does a great breakdown of some of the amazing food we had while we were in Seattle.
They're great.
And I'll say once again, Victor's Instagram is the best Instagram account. I've said it a million times. I'll continue to say it. Everyone go follow him. I'm pissed every day for how few followers he has, because he deserves the goddamn world. I'm serious.
No,
I go and I see a post and I'm like, oh,
that's so sweet.
I'm forgetting it's Victor. I see a post and I'm like, wait, what is this that I follow? And then I look and I'm like, why does this only... Wait a sec, it's Victor! Every time.
No, I really enjoyed going through the what I ate in Seattle posts. They were really good.
Oh, yeah, he did a really nice job. Oh, thank you, Mela, for sharing Victor's Instagram.
I'll also say no such thing as belated pride. It's pride all year, baby.
100%.
No, Gina. No, Gina. No one's allowed to be gay anymore. We're done with being gay until next year.
About to say it.
Rolling up the...
No more gay.
No.
All right, pack it up, everyone.
It's like Christmas. It's like, get that shit out next year, you know?
It's like the tree's got to be out of the house by New Year's, or else.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. No.
Yeah, but
all year
actually,
long, baby.
Pride all year long, but also a happy Pride. So I was also going to mention too, if you missed it on Twitter, I won't call it X, but on the website, we shared a bunch of...
That's giving it too much power to call it the website.
Yeah, it doesn't get to be
right.
the website.
Get to be the website, no.
That's a stupid website. I'm sorry. The hell site. Sorry. On Twitter, we shared a bunch of ploppers, pride flag images for free. So if anyone wants to like grab those or download those or use them however you'd like, they're welcome for you to get.
Who made those?
Allison
They're
did.
incredibly
Aren't they
Allison.
great?
They're so flippin' cute. I love sometimes when social media happens on the account. I don't, and I'm like busy because I look and I'm like, wait, that's the cutest thing in the world. Wait, that's us. It's the same feeling I have with Victor. It's like, oh my god, wait, it's Victor.
It is a good feeling. It is a good feeling.
It really, truly, I know what you mean.
Y'all, I
yeah,
adore you too, by the by. I just wanted to let you know.
We back, baby.
I love you both. I'm so glad we're here, and thank you all for everyone for joining us tonight as well. So, yeah, do we want to jump into this?
Yes, I did want to answer a chat from earlier. Yes, we are aware that Uchikoshi and Kodaka are making a Fire Emblem Tower Defense game? Question mark?
Don't speak for all of us, Gina. I was not aware. What the fuck is that?
This? Yeah, Uchikoshi and Kodaka are partnering together to make a game. It was announced at the Nintendo Direct, and it reminds me a lot of Devil Survivor, actually, the Devil Survivor games. It seems to be like in 100 days, you gotta protect a facility from demons game.
Crazy.
With Kodaka art, apparently Uchikoshi wrote the scenario. So either a dream team or a partnership from hell. We'll find out.
It's got to be one of them.
It is one or the other. And apparently Kodaka went deep into debt to make this game, which is interesting. So I guess he really cares about it.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I find really interesting. Like the amount of work and I guess passion that is behind this thing. Like I
Well, nobody
It's
can
kinda blowing my
accuse
mind.
Uchikoshi or Kodaka of being passionless. Like, you know, these are...
That's true.
Yeah, these are two people that walk to their own beat, you know, and if...
Sometimes I'm like, calm down the passion.
Yeah, exactly. How you feel about
Too
that might
much.
vary, but they definitely are committed to their bits. So, just interesting. Definitely interesting.
Unending passion. Yeah.
I really hope it's not World's End Club 2 Electric Boogaloo. I gotta tell you, that did not have the passion for me. But anyway, yeah, aware of it, and that's the end of that statement. I guess we'll see what happens.
We are going to see what happens. Yeah. Very fascinating. Yeah, I remember I was sitting down with brunch with you, Gina, and you were like describing it to me, and I'm like trying to like look shit up at the same time. I'm like, wait, hold on.
Well, it was also in the horrible gulf after, transparently, the first trailer for this game was like cataclysmically bad. It was just a terrible trailer. The second trailer was fine, but it was in that gulf right like after the first trailer where I'm like, I don't know about this, Allison, but I'll walk you through it.
I didn't see the first trailer. I saw the second one.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is a fine trailer. So
It was perfectly fine.
yeah, wild. But we'll see. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things out in the future. So yeah.
Also, Clark, I've already played Clark's asking about Ace Attorney Investigations. I've already played the fan translated one, so I'm really glad that series is going to be accessible to a broader audience. I'm probably not going to play it again, but I am glad that it is finally coming out in not Japan, because it's a very good game. It's good. I'm not as much of a fan of the Investigation series as like I know a lot of Ace Attorney fans are. I tend to prefer the mainline series, but Investigations is good. Or
When did you play? When did you play the second one? I remember you playing the first, but especially with it being translated, was there like a fan dub?
Legitimate DS. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No. And you learned Japanese for it and everything. I remember you taking the classes.
Absolutely.
Totally for Miles Edgeworth. No, he's worth it.
You know my boo Miles Edgeworth. I had to show up for him. It's good. It's Investigations 2 is definitely better than the first one. And there are many fans that would say it's the best game in the series. I am not one of those people, but it's very good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Good to know. Anything else? Any other thoughts, recommendations? I know we're kind of running into close to when we should probably start, but does anyone have
I'm ready to party, I
or do we just
think.
I think I'm ready to party.
I don't... Yeah, I think it's party time.
It's party time with Paranormasight? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah,
okay.
let's do it. I'm ready.
Let's go.
A paranormal party? All right.
Can you believe we're starting like, I love how I'm saying this and it's 30 minutes after 10,
And
but
we're
like,
starting on
can
time.
you...
Is that what you were about to say?
Can you... Yeah, exactly. Were we talking for a while? That felt like a very short time. Did we start late?
We did start late. Yeah, we started
Okay, that makes a little more
almost
sense.
10
Like 5
minutes
minutes
late. Yeah.
I like looked up and I'm like, we've only been talking for like 10 minutes. How lovely.
It's
just not
we
true.
didn't have like an excuse for starting late this time. We just simply did. Like I don't know.
Sometimes we're just like chatting and we're like, you know what we aren't right now? Live. We're not.
You're right.
We're just hanging out.
Literally.
That is so accurate. It is painful.
Hey, Allison. Could I
Yes.
grab the potato back from you? I'm famished, and I think right now it's probably at a very cool temperature for me to nom on.
Absolutely. You can take a nice big old bite out of this potato. Here you
Yeah,
go.
thank you. I'm so glad we gave it time to cool down.
Unfortunately, we didn't slather it with chives and cheese early, so it is
No,
cold
yeah, it's
cheese on top.
disgusting.
Yeah,
It's really gross.
it's not great, but it is holdable.
I was gonna
No,
ask
and I'm holding it well. It
on
just
potato.
like needed salt or something. We were too busy passing it around to actually put anything good on it, you know? Next time I'll remember. I'll think about it. I'll
I
bring the sour
believe in
cream.
you. I believe in you. All right, what are we doing? How are we doing? Where are we? When are we? Why are we?
What? It's a great question.
You're asking the big questions over here, yeah.
Do you want me to try to do a recap?
Yeah, let's try.
Yeah,
to
I
do a
do.
recap. Just
I
like
do want that.
A super high level,
Okay.
here's the gist of what we're doing.
Shockingly enough, I think I've given the last 2, which is maybe the first time in history I've done 2 back-to-back on Short One Gaming. So I would be honored to pass it off.
That is true, and I respect you wholeheartedly for that.
How about this?
There's a lot I want to do on this show, but remembering everything that happened is simply not it.
Yeah. Hot potato it to Gina, and Gina, you can hot potato it to me if you need some backup.
Okay.
With
Gina,
this one.
Gina, you gotta look up. If I throw the potato at you and you're not looking at me, you're not gonna catch it.
Face, man. Shit. Ugh. All right.
Next
Potato
time, look
received.
up when we tell you to receive the potato.
Received, potato in hand, potato ready for the recap. All right, let's do this
Now
thing.
take care of that shit, okay?
No,
That's my
I'm gonna
food for
spike
later.
it down, and it's gonna splat on the ground.
Damn, Gina, not in the dirt. I already took a bite of it.
Nochi-san is right. I am gonna have to make a potato emote now. It has to happen. I'm writing that one down. That's a great idea. Thank you.
Okay.
I love forever. All of you will know this is the birth of potato because I liked that one too much. Clearly.
It was a very enjoyable bit, and I'm very happy to have had my hands on it briefly, even if I spiked
and
it into the dirt.
I will sadly grind it into the dust. You will hate the potato by the time I'm done with it. All right, Gina, it's yours.
All right, so once upon a time, there were curses. You'd think there were 7, but there's more than that. Every single
which I still don't understand. It's still deliberately confusing.
Yeah, you'd think. One night, a bunch of curses all woke up and took power simultaneously, and they sought curse bearers that would then utilize these curses in order to collect souls or pieces of souls that would then contribute to ultimately a rite of resurrection. These soul bearers each had a person, thing, idea, critter that they wanted to bring back from the dead, and these curses seemed like they were setting them up to be aided in this endeavor. They might want to resurrect a dog or a famous painter or woodblock printer, or a girl they just met like a few days ago that they didn't actually care about all that much.
Or their beloved dead child.
Or their beloved dead child. You know, there are valid reasons, but there's also all the others. And thus a all-out brawl between curse bearers began. We lived through the first night as 3 characters and didn't live through the first night with our first protagonist. And despite a few deaths, the curse bearer brawl is ongoing. We are now in the first day after the first night, and the curses are silent. They aren't going to wake back up until it is once again dark out. And so in this time of peace, we as our primary party of protagonists are trying to gather as much information as we can to collect curse stones, to stop a serial killer, maybe to bring our son back to life, we'll see, and to pursue all of our own ends as the night approaches. Our primary groups of protagonists are, I'm gonna go back to persons of interest, are Haruwe Shigima, and her partner Richter. Richter is a cool cowboy motherfucker who might be the ultimate villain, we'll see, or is just
I really would put money down on that.
Yeah,
or just fine, but it'd be interesting.
It'd be interesting.
Clearly, the designers love his design so much.
That's the thing.
You know
the game loves him so much. The game covets this guy. So anyway, Haruwe and Richter are working together. Richter ostensibly is only here because he's being paid, but he's shown a level of investment in this quest that would seem to be out of pace with whatever Haruwe is paying him. Our next partner is Tetsuo, who's Dojima at home, and his partner Junario, who's like, I guess, Adachi at home.
At home.
They're cops, and they're supposed to be ostensibly the good guys, but we'll see. Tetsuo is trying to combat a serial killer that he was responsible for putting away years ago into jail, who has since been out on parole and now is unaccounted for, and called him up to say that he was going to kill Tetsuo's daughter, and then maybe the whole city, question mark? We'll see. So they're, you know,
Pretty
they've got
casual,
high stakes.
you know?
High stakes on these folks. And then
There's
the
a
final
lot riding on this man's shoulders, I feel like. So.
There is. We'll see if he's up to the task. And then the final group is Yako, who the game could not care less about to an extent that I find deeply interesting, and I'm hoping that it's a bait and switch. The game just does not care about Yako. And Mio, who the game does care about.
Yes. Mio is more of a main character than Yako is, which is odd.
It's like to the point where nobody directs any questions to Yako. Yako's just in scenes with that. It's actually, again, to the point where I think like there's something going on here. Like maybe this isn't even Yako, or there's some magic funkiness going on. I don't know. We'll see. There's something going on with Yako.
Yeah. Yako's her connection is to a classmate that had recently died under like what have now been determined to be mysterious circumstances, but it was interpreted to be suicide. And her partner, Mio, is basically a little supernatural, like, little witch. And she's OP and amazing, and we love her.
She's awesome, and everyone loves Mio, but I've got a big old side eye on Yako at the moment.
Yeah, something's going on with Yako. I think you're right, Gina. It feels like it's probably intentional, the way that she's being framed.
Yeah. It feels very intentional. It could be wrong, obviously, that's just a theory, but I'm just calling that out now. Anyway, last time, through a bit of time chess, we positioned Yako and Mio, Tetsuo and Jun to all be at the same place at the same time so that they could sync up, share their stories, and hopefully get on the same page about their next quest. We talked for a very long time, and we're all on the same page. We swapped stories, and we're about to go investigating because we're looking into the deaths of a lot of people. Michio to begin with, but also, oh my god, I guess Kohei is one of them.
Kohei now.
Yeah, Kohei now. Just a bunch of people.
God,
there's so many people in this
juvenile-
game.
I know.
the juvenile cop guy,
Yeah, he's up
Sorry.
here. He's up here.
the guy who works with
Where
kids.
is he? Yeah, him. This guy.
Troubled youth cop.
Yeah,
community safety officer.
He's dead. We have to find his girlfriend, who's hot, and there she is. We have to find her.
Yes.
There's just a
She
lot.
is hot.
She's
Yeah,
really
thank
hot.
you for prepping me.
Yeah. So
Is Shogo still at large? No, Shogo is dead in this timeline. So
yeah, this guy is dead and didn't matter. And also there's a whole plot line about a soap company that we will talk about more if and when it becomes relevant in this stream.
Oh, I bet it'll become relevant. I have thoughts about the soap theory. I also want to say, because you said time chess, and that's the name of the stream, I want to hop back to that real quick and just comment on, remind us all of the fact that there is some weird meta, like, gaming narrative aspect of this that's happening. Like, there's some, like, weird fourth wall breaking.
Our sweet friend of the mask.
Yeah,
where's our
like,
math guy?
yeah, the storyteller.
The storyteller.
There was a lot of meta stuff early on, and only. Yeah. Wait.
Yeah. What was that?
Short.
What?
Is there? Who's got
What?
music playing?
Not me.
Literally not me.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Do you-
Who else is on
Are
the
you
call?
hearing music?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was that? There's
What was
like a
I don't know. I also didn't hear it, but it's not me. I'm just sitting here.
Okay, well, that's another thing that we'll address if and when it becomes relevant.
The screen is haunted.
Can you imagine that was the game being like, hey, you know those little sound cues in Doki Doki that are so scary?
They're just like, we're gonna play a YouTube video in the background and see what happens.
Well, right, we're talking
I
about fourth
directed
wall
it towards
breaking.
Short because of the mic quality. I just assumed it was coming from that direction.
Damn, no, it's okay. I'll receive it. I am probably the culprit.
No.
But it wasn't me. It's the crazy part.
It's the ghost in the Discord. Anyway, there's a lot of
we're not aware
people. She's the soap person. He's also a soap person. Shogo was a soap person. Again, we're not going to go into the soap.
God, I forgot about all the soap bullshit. What is all of that? I think last stream was all soap, and the whole time I was like, you know, okay, I'm clean. All right.
A lot of soap. Basically Tetsuo, Jun, Yako, and Mio were doing like plot detective-y things, and Haruhi and Richter were just dealing with the soap plot all last stream.
We'll get into the soap plot whenever
if and when it becomes relevant.
It will probably become relevant, but I just needed to call attention to some of the weird fourth wall breaky meta stuff, because that is an ongoing like mechanic that I feel like the game makes you forget about until suddenly you're like, oh wait, what? I have to turn the volume down all the way on this one audio channel, or like we have to time things out like to get characters to show up at the same time. So anyway, weird game. I'm excited. Who do we want to go hang out with?
Yako and Mio, or this is weird. Oh, it's Haruhi must be encountering the cops. Because this is Haruhi's line, but she's with the cops, so.
Right, we could do that one, because that was, she's standing outside of her, no, she came to the alleyway. This is in the alleyway, I believe.
Yeah, I guess she does have to be caught up with what's going on. I hope this is.
There's so much she doesn't know.
I would love for this to be yada yada, but we'll see.
I was gonna say,
we'll see what happens.
I hope they just yada yada.
Please yada yada this game. I'd love that.
Ma'am, allow me to introduce one of our country's most elite detectives.
The name's Jun Ario. I'd hardly call myself elite, but either way, it's nice to meet you. This here's the brilliant Chief Inspector Tsutsumi. And yes, he's just as rough and tumble as he looks.
Sometimes I really don't know if you're complimenting or putting me down.
So, you two are detectives? This is my client, Mrs. Haruhi Shigima. Her father's a big deal in the police himself, so remember to mind your manners.
Oh, a Nepo baby. All right.
Is her dad maybe the head of his division that he's never seen? Would that be interesting?
That would make sense, yeah.
Okay.
It would be something.
That would be something.
Yeah.
A bigwig named Chichima.
Yeah.
Boss, you know this guy?
Shit. I've heard the name, but you know I don't keep track of who's who in the upper echelons. Maybe not.
There's no need to worry. I am my own person, after all, and my father has nothing to do with any of this.
Did you hear that, boss? Looks like you're getting off easy this time.
Don't make it sound like I'm involved in some shady business. It ain't like that.
You both seem rather jovial, despite being detectives. How rare. All the police officers I've met have always been so dull.
Well, you won't find any dull cops here. We'll round up all the criminals with a smile. That's our motto.
How lovely. Keep it up.
Just hold on for 1 second. This is the first I'm hearing of that.
Well, you're right about them not being your typical detectives.
Really? I feel like this is an incredibly typical detective duo.
If I were to imagine a detective duo, it would be this.
This is it. It's always the grumpy sunshine. Like, what are you talking about, Richter?
I'm not familiar with those types of tropes, I apologize.
This is Haruhi.
A young and energetic detective. He seems to have a strong sense of justice.
Does he?
If my son had the chance to grow older, perhaps he would have become an officer just like him.
What brings you here, Richter? You on a case?
That's right. I'm, picking up the police's slack. I trust you remember the kidnapping and murder case from last year.
Oh, I remember now. You're that Haruhi Shijima from the kidnapping case.
Huh? Did I miss something?
Don't be an idiot. It was the case where Munasada Shijima's grandson was kidnapped.
Okay, I know you're trying to tell me things, but please don't call me an idiot. Super unprofessional and rude in front of these new people.
Yeah, but
okay?
I think you're an idiot, and I have to express that loudly in front of the private eye.
Can we please talk about this behind the tree? Can we talk about this later?
Which must have been your son, ma'am.
Indeed. The story was suppressed by the news. In the end, it was considered a huge failure on the police department's part.
Most of the investigation was conducted in secret. And unfortunately, the department is unwilling to open the case.
Just as a reminder, that was mostly because wasn't that because was it her husband or her dad that didn't want to like give in to demands and didn't want to be seen like disgracing the police, and that ended up being part of what contributed to her son's death, right? It was both of them. I know they're both in the police, but it was both of them that did it. Okay.
It was the whole family. Both of them didn't want to negotiate.
She's less not ACAB and all that, but she's not indicting the police here with that statement. She's more just saying like there was a lot going on surrounding it, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Richter's like, y'all suck, but
yeah, Richter's like,
yeah,
he's on a different grind.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Any investigation carried out afterwards turned up nothing at all, which is why I'm on the job.
So they never caught the culprit, huh? That's rough. So your findings have brought you to this place, yeah?
That's right. An individual connected to the case used to live around here.
Used to?
That's right. As of last week, they're deceased. We'd hoped to talk to the family. No one was home when I checked last time, so we figured we'd try again.
Interesting.
By the way, ma'am, this might be sudden, but there's something I'd like to confirm with you.
And that is...
Do you happen to know anything about the 7 mysteries of Honjo?
Oh. Sorry, Chief. That's hardly.
With all due respect, investigator, I think my question was addressed to the lady.
If you insist.
What do you say, ma'am? Can you tell us anything? We can't lie. We can't lie. We can't lie. We can't lie.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we can't. You're right. You're right. We have to know each other's thing.
We can't lie.
So
They'll try and kill us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, far away!
Okay!
I very specifically didn't select that one. Come on! Sorry.
Remember, no one does what they should be doing.
I know.
Ever.
I know.
With the amount of times we've written like, please don't kill that person. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Enduring Ideal does make a good point. No curses.
Does it not work, or does he not get the sense?
That's a good question, actually. Like, could he still sense that we're lying, but not be able to like use the curse?
I'm not sure. It feels like nighttime is when everything engages.
That's fair. That's fair.
I feel like if he could sense it, he'd be able to use it.
And he probably can make an educated guess here anyway. That's why he asked in the first place. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Is that so? Well, I'm sorry for the intrusion.
That felt like either of those answers probably would have led to that.
I think so too. That was an illusion of choice moment.
I think so. Yeah.
Come to think of it, I heard some things about this area last night. Something about a strange yet conspicuous man dressed in white loitering around.
Wait a second.
I assume they were talking about you, investigator.
Didn't we see him the moment we like burned to death? I'm still thinking about that.
He's long dead.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Shogo. That wasn't these guys. Sorry. Yeah. Still weird.
Huh. Well, I won't argue that I'm strange and conspicuously dressed in white.
Just as a flag about our role in this game, because we talked about the meta-ness, we don't control these people. We just are kind of like a bug in their ear being like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it,
Yes.
you're gonna need a lighter. And so like, it's a weird relationship we have with them.
That's
so,
very true.
Yeah, so it's like, even if
sometimes
these
they just do
characters
shit.
don't have it works both ways. On one hand, sometimes they just do stuff and like murder, completely ignoring us, and then other times we can tell them to do things without them knowing why. So it's just like it's a weird relationship.
It's a weird give and take.
Yeah.
As it turns out, I was out here last night to conduct my investigation.
Did you run into anything strange or out of the ordinary?
Out of the ordinary? I guess I did observe a few suspicious characters. You were asking about curses just now. Why would a public servant be interested in the occult?
Boss, Richter's a smart man. He can help us if we tell him what we know.
Unless he's the villain.
I don't trust this motherfucker.
It doesn't
Yeah, Gina,
matter.
you and I were
I
right
know.
there together.
It doesn't matter. There's nothing we can really tell him that's like, he knows everything. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. He's got a jauntily angled hat, an eye patch, a little face mole, his chest hair's out,
Yeah,
and
this
a
game
giant
thinks
belt
he's
buckle.
a little too hot, and that makes me suspicious.
It's the mole. If he didn't have a mole, I'd think very differently of him.
The sinister mole.
No, it's just a little. He's an over-gilded lily. Like, they cared a little too
Yeah.
much.
It's like the character designer is like, and yes,
Yes.
there we are.
This one's my
Did it
Blorbo.
work?
I love him dearly.
I love him so much.
All right.
Okay. I can read a line. I can't promise I'll be of any help to you, but I am interested in hearing what you have got to say. If something is happening in Honjo, isn't there? It must be something big if they've got you office guys on it.
Well, I guess it's all right. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Thank you, boss.
Everyone's teaming up, and then they're all gonna double cross each other later.
That would be great. That'd be great. Who do we
Yeah.
think lives?
That's a great question.
Definitely Shoujo. He's the
Neo.
one.
yeah, definitely. He comes back from the dead. I'm gonna put my money on Haraway.
Haraway.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, I
Yako's
think,
dead.
honestly-
she might already be dead. I don't know.
True. I think this is a multiple ending situation where we can maybe get one alive from each timeline, all dead or all alive.
That's possible.
Yeah. It feels like we're gonna have multiple results here. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm feeling. Okay.
I'm struggling. This game seems more streamlined or linear than at first I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I think at first I really thought there'd be a lot of effect on the story, but this seems like there's like a true ending. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I might be wrong though. We'll
see what
see.
you
We'll see
mean.
how it finds
Yeah.
itself. Okay, listen closely to what we're about to say, Richter.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get comfy. I'm struggling. Give me a moment. Okay.
Oh, no.
There we go. I don't want to be too far away from the mic, but I also want to be comfy, and I'm fighting a silent war. We yada-yada'd!
sorry.
Yes, video.
We yada-
Yay, yada yada!
Yes!
Oh,
God,
thank
you
God.
love a yada yada. Okay.
All right. Huh. So by using curses to commit murders, these people collect soul dregs to perform the rite of resurrection. And these curse stones are somehow connected to the 7 mysteries of Honjo. It's a tough story to swallow, but I don't see a reason to doubt you either.
We figured the strange occurrences happening around here recently are connected to these curses. To get this situation under control, we've been searching for the curse bearers to confiscate their curse stones. Do you have any information that might help us?
That's tough. I never expected curses and other mumbo-jumbo to play into all this. But if we're talking shady characters, there was this middle-aged fellow I saw on South Raigatsuri Street. He had an average build. He was anxious, like he was searching for prey.
Boss, what do you think?
Well, considering the location, it could have been Hideki Araishi. I've already got his curse stone.
Impressive. You two are working quick.
Did you see anything else?
Not that I can remember.
That's a shame. Have you seen any characters who look like they might be carrying cursed stones? It'd be a huge help if you let us know.
Absolutely. I'll let you know if I find anything.
Richter, perhaps you could lend a hand on our case too.
It's interesting that of all of the people Richter chose to throw them as a bone, it was the one they already had the curse stone for. Like, what are the chances of that?
Oh,
interesting. That's a good point.
Okay, good pull.
Okay.
There's a number of people we can't track. Finding missing persons happens to be your specialty, you know?
I hate to disappoint you, but I'm busy enough with this case. The faith of my clients is what keeps me afloat. I have to prioritize requests by the order in which they come.
I see. Well, can't say that's not fair.
Why do you need a private investigator? What do you need a private investigator for anyway? The cops should have plenty of bright folks to throw at the job.
True, but this isn't an ordinary case we're dealing with here. Huh? By the way, that reminds me. Richter.
Yes.
Want a kiss? You said the person who used to live here died last week.
That'd be cute together.
No.
A very one doesn't like cops, the other is a cop.
Aw, Romeo and Juliet.
It's
Aw.
beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. No, they would not work long term, but
You wouldn't be referring to Michio Shirashi.
unless they're both because we got Adachi vibes off of Ario, and also we keep thinking that Richter is evil. So it would be funny if they both turn out to secretly be masterminds.
They were
guys.
always in on it
They
together.
were
That'd be
masterminds the
beautiful,
whole time.
actually.
That would be beautiful. They already know each other. Maybe they hooked up in the past. It writes itself.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I like
I can
it.
see it. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. You knew?
I thought so. Seems like we're here for the same reason then.
Seriously? Michio was involved with curses and magic?
Strictly speaking, the curse part isn't our concern. We're looking into Yoshimi's case.
Yoshimi. Oh, right. Hajime Yoshimi's. Hajime Yoshimi's.
That's right. He died on the job. I'm sure you've heard of it.
I heard. It was a most unfortunate loss. So there's a connection between Hajime Yoshimi of the Juvenile Division and Michio.
Well, hold on. Let's focus on Michio for a second. You think she had something to do with the kidnapping?
Talk about unforeseen developments. Exchanging information should prove mutually beneficial. I'll tell you what I know, but in turn, I want the full scoop on your findings concerning Michio.
Are we about to get a second yada yada?
Potentially. They're gonna exchange
Hell yeah.
Wow.
information from the cop side and then information from Richter and Haruhe's side so that everyone's just caught up.
That's the right thing to do. Don't get me wrong. I'm just, Short, this is you.
Oh, it's me. Sorry. Sure. To tell you the truth. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay, yada yada. What? You believe Michio's ghost is the one who killed Mr. Jonoichi?
No, when you say
Yes,
it
that's
like
what
that,
I literally
when you-
just said.
No, when you say it like that, it sounds a little silly.
So
Ooh.
he wasn't just mumbling nonsense.
Look at that sprite.
That is an aggressive sprite. Meanwhile, Haruhi is just off screen.
She's just, you can
Like-
kind of see her arm right here.
That's once again, the people having the conversation are not the playable characters.
No, it's weird. Like,
That's
Tetsuo's like way
bizarre.
over here. Haruhi's not talking. Yako
Yeah.
has
Weird.
been forgotten entirely. It's just very interesting.
Why is it like this?
I don't
Okay.
know.
I mean, we haven't confirmed anything yet. But the testimonies have heard the evidence. The testimonies we've heard and the evidence we found point in that direction.
I'm just laughing at the Ratner. She's been Mike Wazowski.
Aww.
Ma'am not appearing in this game.
The women don't
Always
get to
has a
play.
hand in front of her face.
Yeah. Testimony. You mean from those psychic high schoolers? Didn't they also say there was a chance Michio hadn't killed herself? Wait, if that's all true, then
Did you figure something out?
what? Konkichiro Iwai. Is that a new name?
Konkichiro Iwai?
I don't know that. I don't know that
Konkichiro
name.
Iwai. Konkichiro Iwai.
Oh, you
is
scrolled
not-
That one you just passed it. You passed it.
Konkichiro Iwai. This
Who
guy.
the fuck is that?
This is
Who's
the.
that
This
guy?
is
Oh, this is the asshole. This is
stepdad,
the
the
yeah. This is the
asshole.
bad stepdad.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. Yep.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, bad stepdad.
Okay.
All right.
Heard.
Woo! That's also a new sprite. Look at Haruhi.
That is a new sprite. Wow. It is an
Scary.
aggressive yell.
Oh, and Tetsuo too. All of them are getting new sprites here. Love it.
Everyone's like, whoa.
Huh?
Konkichiro Iwai. He'll be the next victim. We have to open the door to the Shiraishi's house. We need to go look inside.
Hey, what's gotten into you? Boss.
I'm sure the landlord would give us the key if we asked. So Richter's theory is that it's like an avenging ghost curse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
All right.
Screw that. You know how long that could take? We can ask for permission later. He's gonna go break down the door. Richter?
Hey, Richter, calm down. We can't just.
Maybe Richter gets got.
No, I think
Maybe.
Richter's
That
about
will
to
be a
find
twist.
a corpse. And the police are going to be like, well, we didn't break down the door, so a warrant isn't needed. We walked up with the door broken down.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
how it
Right?
works.
I didn't see anything. Ugh, take that, you shitty door. Ugh, that's how you do it.
Richter, get a hold of yourself.
Breaking and entering. With the
You're
cops
still the
present.
same as always.
They are
same
exes.
as always.
I'm until the game tells me
Oh my
otherwise,
God.
I'm like,
They're absolutely exes. 1,000%. I would love it.
I would love, yeah, 100%. Yes. Everyone, come quick. Look at this.
yeah.
Oh,
Told you you'd find a
shit.
corpse.
Well, he was correct, huh?
And he also
Bye,
got crushed.
pal.
Shit. Oh, it's the crushed curse
It's the
again.
crush curse.
Whoa. What's up with this room? Boss, there's a dead body in here.
This is cool framing. I like how they're doing this.
This is cool.
Whoa! Could that be Michio's dad?
Nah, he's her stepdad at best, if that. It's gotta be the body of Konkichiro Iwai. There's no doubt about it. This man's a goner. He's gotten real messed up. Looks like he's been like this for a while. I'd say it happened last night. Ario, did you find Janoshi's body in the same state?
Now that you mention it, it looked as though Kohei Jinochi had died from a number of heavy blows.
What are you suggesting, investigator?
It was Michio Shiraishi. She's alive. She used the power of the curses to get back at the men who ruined her life.
That's ridiculous. You're suggesting she actually revived?
It's gotta be that. And if she's alive, then...
There's a picture of a lot of pictures.
Hey,
welcome back.
It's the storyteller.
What's up, my guy? Wait a sec. Just wanted to flag that there's a whole bunch of pictures.
The serial
this
killer
guy.
guy's in there.
Yeah, the serial killer.
Yeah, Nejima.
Aw,
Yeah.
he's so my favorite guy. I love him.
He is a serial killer, though.
Yeah, but he's fun. He's got that energy to him. All right, Short, this is you.
My apologies for interrupting. I know we've just arrived at an interesting plot point. But do you really think a dead girl is going around taking revenge from beyond the grave?
Oh my god, are we gonna have to jump in and be like, no, you're wrong? And like convince them otherwise? Like they've gotten on the wrong track?
Unless there's information that Mio and Yako need to go gather in order to supplement what's going on here.
Okay.
Consider this. What if Michiyo Shiraishi never died? But seeing as you've come this far, I'm sure you already know the truth, don't you? And so I would have you answer me a question. Where in Honjo was Michiyo Shiraishi at the hour of 8 o'clock this morning? Whoa.
8 o'clock?
8
Okay,
o'clock?
so, alright.
She's Yako.
She's Yako?
She's Yako.
Yeah, and
She's
she just took
Yako.
her braids out?
You're
Yeah.
right, you're
She's
right.
1,000% Yako.
Yeah, that
Yep,
makes sense.
yep,
So
yep,
did
yep,
Yako
yep.
die? Or is Yako real?
Yeah. Is Yako real? I think.
Like, basically, was
Yako a
Yako a
person?
person? I think that's the question. It's like, was Yako a person?
I think she was because Mio knew Yako, right?
Yeah, Mio no. Well, I mean, but she
Mio
can also
also
be
is,
aware
like-
that she's Michiyo and
Yeah.
is just addressing her as Yako.
Mio's like keeping tabs on us. I just figured that Mio was like, all right, there's something spooky going on here. I'm gonna keep tabs on this person, but maybe I'm wrong.
Because we've been talking. I love this because Yako's whole storyline is about is possession, like that we were just leading up to getting those pieces of information. Remember, like that was the last cap of info we got from Yako's storyline was ghost possession. So maybe that means that Yako is an actual person, but is possessed by Michiyo.
I sort of think it could be wrong. I just thought that she just took her braids down and that she's just Michiyo.
Yeah, but if Mio already knew her, then it would be hard to be like confused about who Yako is if Yako wasn't a person.
I guess that's fair. I guess she could be.
I'm with you, Gina. It's just the Mio of it all seems
Yeah.
confusing to me in that regard.
I guess that's fair.
Especially with her being so
She's
damn
just playing very dumb.
OP.
So
Yeah.
Maybe she just doesn't know it's like fugue state because there's a whole lot of time last night that was unaccounted for.
Yeah. And, like
Maybe.
we thought she went home, right? Like we
Yeah,
thought she
but
went home,
then we didn't see anything after that, so she could have gone back
Exactly.
to take out the teacher. But also,
Yeah.
when did the teacher get taken out? I thought it was while they were still at school, but I guess it was later.
Oh, now I'm not sure.
Okay, let's operate
I
under
don't
the
recall.
assumption that Michiyo is Yako, and then we'll work backwards from there.
Yeah. Great.
Where were we at 8 o'clock this morning?
I don't remember.
Where was Michiyo Shiraishi? We can't look at our can we look at our timeline?
It doesn't let us do that.
Boo.
Yeah, I agree.
That's annoying.
I know. It's not the first time we've said that. But
It's a pop
unfortunately,
quiz.
I mean, my default would be the candy shop because that's her house.
Yeah,
I
that
sadly
feels-
can't even guess, but I think that's an educated guess.
Yeah,
say
it's
the
like
candy-
He'll tell us if we're-
Nagata, right?
well, cause Mio told us to go home, so we went back to the candy shop, right? Like, cause it was like
yeah,
what,
I think it was the candy.
2:30
I'm gonna
a.m.
say the candy shop.
Yeah, say that. Cause maybe this is the trick where the connection is made,
I see. Very well.
or was it the school? Oh shit.
Oh, yeah. we got it.
Congratulations. You are correct.
Okay,
Man,
so
we
we
killed
go-
that. We're
yeah,
awesome.
so it's when she was
We're
in the
awesome.
fugue state this morning. All right.
You know how to
Yep.
play this game.
As expected, you got in one go. Well, the cause of death was such, was it not? You must have noticed some time ago. Let's get back to the story then, shall we? I've taken up enough of your time.
I wonder if the
There's a
game
good
wanted
chance
us to get
maybe
that
she
right
was-
there.
I know.
Wait, say
well,
that
it's
again?
about to probably say some stuff on regards of it. Yako started her story with the Ouija board.
Yeah,
And
the
like
Ouija
maybe
board
she was
like, "I don't know
immediately
who you
taken
are."
over.
Well, no, because
Yeah.
the Ouija
Yeah.
board was like, I'm not her. I'm not
the Ouija board's
Michio.
like, I'm not Michio.
And also,
Yes.
when
Was
she's
she
like,
Yako? Was the Michi board Yako?
Well, because when we asked who we were, the Ouija board was like, I don't know the answer to that.
Okay. Well, so there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So
uh,
I love that the storyteller's like, I see you figured it out. Anyway, goodbye. Like, and it isn't
Well,
elaborating at all. Like,
mostly because I'm curious if the game wanted us to get that right there, or whether this was supposed to be a wall where we had to go figure it out and come back, but we got it right. And the game was like, or if the game is like, you figured it out by now. Like, you have the pieces, take a moment and think about it. I don't know. Unclear.
I mean, I would say good on us that we did it. Honestly, good on you, Short, for making the jump immediately. So that was excellent.
It just makes so
Yeah.
much sense. We spent
Yeah.
the entire start of stream being like, who the fuck is Yako?
Yeah.
And then they went, there's a mystery teenage girl. Where could she be?
It's true.
It's like,
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah,
fair.
I know, I got
Yeah.
a theory.
No, I'm very glad that that's sort of been the theme of this whole episode so far. So
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Well, we
very
got
true.
it. We found
And
it.
wait, actually, Enduring Ideal also makes a good point. Is the crushing curse the one that Yako has?
No.
No.
Is
which
it?
one did
Yako
she
has
have
the
again?
music one.
Yeah, you have to like hear a whole song or some
Yeah.
dumb
You're right.
shit like
she had
that.
the music one.
But she might
Yeah,
have
yeah,
two. We
And
don't
it's
know.
weird and bad. Okay.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Huh.
What? So you really think Michio Shiraishi is alive?
I will say we haven't seen the output of the music one, so it's possible that, strangely, it does do a crush. But all we know about it is the music part right now.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Okay. So I have a hard time keeping track of like who has which curses. Just think it through, and it all becomes obvious.
It tracks, but do you really think that girl could have managed all of this? First of all, Ario, go report this to HQ.
Understood. I'll get on it right away.
Holy shit!
I'll start
Wow!
investigating
Wow.
this place.
Wowzers!
Sure isn't lacking in stuff that needs to looking at.
There's a bunch of photos of the same person pasted on the wall over there.
Is it me?
Huh?
No.
I'm a bad detective. I didn't notice this at all. Whoa now! Hold on, these photos.
Yeah.
These are all of Fumichika Nejima. Oh, gross.
Really?
Not all gross.
Come to think of it, he was in the papers a lot back in the day. Oh, there's even more pasted up over here. These are all cutouts from newspapers and magazines about the Nejima murders.
I don't get it. Why the weirdo shrine?
Let's keep looking around. Okay. It's interesting because we're Haraway.
It's
still,
a double
is our-
double. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
all together.
But we're Haraway who has yet to say really a word.
Yeah.
I'm so weirded out by it.
I know.
All she did just now was say like, "There's lots of pictures up."
Yep.
Yeah.
She's here,
Um,
but she's only here so that the rest of the scene can happen because it's in Haraway's route. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, it's
If-
weird.
If
Gotta be something.
Tsutsumi wasn't such a person, I would have a theory that everybody that we're in is a shell of a person. Like they're not real.
Completely
Agree.
agree.
But
To me,
Tsutsumi
he's
is
the
a
weird
person.
one out. He's absolutely the weird one out.
100%. Yeah. Yeah.
But also he is weird within the context of the story also, so I don't know. Because I agree.
That's true.
There is something to the idea that these are all people that we can possess, meaning that other things can possess them too. Like there might be some inherent, not weakness, but like something to them that makes them our perspective people.
Yeah, there's like another player enacting some bullshit. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If
like,
we're a spirit, there's a
something-
secondary spirit.
Exactly, but yeah, Tsumi is the weird one out here.
Yeah, agreed. This sliding door leads to the kitchen. It barely fits the frame. Old books. There are old books scattered everywhere. I wonder what they're about. Many of them are written in a foreign language. It'll be a pain to look through all of these. Let's save them for later and continue to look around. Look at these. Pictures of Fumichika Nejima cut out from newspapers and magazines. Whoever put these up was obsessed. I wonder what their intent was.
You think the Shiraishis are somehow connected to the Nejima case? Perhaps they did this as to not forget a grudge or something. It's crazy to think that Nejima might be involved in all of this too.
Do you think he might have anything to do with the body here?
Maybe. The man's already out on parole. He's a curse bearer with a curse stone now. He announced that from sundown today he's going to be on a killing spree.
Oh dear.
There's emergency search underway as we speak, but no one's yet managed to get a hold of the bastard.
So he hasn't changed his ways. That doesn't bode well. To tell you the truth, the lady here isn't completely unconnected from the Nejima murders either.
She found a hand. You don't say.
That's right. We talked about it last night. 20 years ago, I found the hand in Sumida River that brought the incident to light.
You don't say. You were the kid from back then? You were really brave. You did a great deed.
Were you the detective I spoke with? I had no idea. So you two have met before. Fancy that. I've been worried that Fumichika Nejima might bear resentment towards you, ma'am.
You might be right.
That's interesting. Okay.
Unfortunately, that asshole is quite the resentful type.
Oh dear.
That asshole. I wonder who put the idea into his head. I know he's got the one-sided read, too. He's threatening to massacre the people of Honjo at sundown.
Seriously?
On top of that, he's been itching to get revenge on me as well. Of all things, the man's gone and threatened to kill my daughter.
Wow. Okay, so Tsutsumi is just revealing it all. Interesting.
Well, I guess this just wasn't covered in the yada yada. And also, there's
guess
pictures
so.
of Nejima all over the walls. Like, what are
True.
you know?
We gotta lay it all out here. Yeah. Damn, that's quite the threat. Certainly, you can't afford to stay put here.
The fucker wants to get us all antsy. When I finally get to arresting him, it'll be with a cool head.
Not gonna give him the pleasure, huh? Well, if Iwai and Fumichika Nejima have anything to do with each other, then this room might hold a clue to Nejima's location.
Let's hope so.
Decorations. There's candles and stones with inscriptions placed all over. Are these tools for some ritual?
Hey, don't touch anything, you hear?
Yep, that's right. Considering this a murder scene, we ought to leave everything as it is.
All of this can be used as evidence. If anyone besides forensics toys with it, it'll cause trouble down the road.
Okay.
Oh, I cannot move. I cannot move.
Oh, you just can only click? Okay. This drawer is really old. Chief Inspector, do you mind if I look inside?
Huh?
I mean, in normal cases, only the police would be allowed to touch things, right?
Alright. Ario isn't here, so let me take a look at it.
Sorry, Jake, you've exited the scene.
No, I'm vibing. I'm here. I'm thinking, you know?
Yeah. He's put the pieces
I'm solving.
together.
I'm learning some clues.
There's just old clothes in here. Not much variety either. Can't say they were big spenders. I was hoping to find a kind of talisman here, but I guess we're not so lucky.
I see. Thank you anyway.
Corpse.
There's nothing around to confirm his identity, but by the looks of him, I'd say he's Kankajiro Iwai.
You've seen him before?
I heard he had a criminal record, so I assumed he wouldn't have held a respectable occupation. Is this what a curse does to a person? Ma'am, it'd be best not to look so closely. It's amazing. Ooh, that's a reaction to have. Harley?
She's got a curse. You know, they all get a little murder hungry.
Yeah, a little trigger happy. Yeah.
Have we ever seen Tsutsumi get murder happy? I don't think so. What is up with him?
Yeah, there's something. Yeah, I don't know. Not really. I mean, we had the chance to use the curse on Footman, but on Foot King Man.
Sorry.
But he didn't. And other than that, no, he's not been salivating to do a murder, so I don't know what's up with him.
Yeah, interesting. It's off-putting to look at, but I can't help but wonder what in the world this is.
They're magic runes. They're used in the Western black magic rituals. Most of the time, they're useless imitations, though. I wouldn't get too excited about it.
Oh my, who knew the Chief Inspector was such an expert on the occult?
I just chanced upon that information. That girl with the spirit sense we mentioned, she's pretty informed on the subject.
Someone was attempting to perform Western black magic in this place. Pretty absurd if you ask me. Of course, this person in question was dead serious about it all.
Western
get it?
black magic.
Short, do you want to read this one?
Sure, absolutely. While magic is often classed as a branch of mysticism, or may variously refer to the likes of witchcraft or astrology, here it refers specifically to Western black magic. In the Middle Ages, the line between science and magic was blurred, with the pursuit of the supernatural considered a legitimate academic discipline. Astrology was regarded akin to astronomy, while alchemy was accepted as scientific fact and would eventually evolve into what is known today as chemistry. One disciple, however, was considered wicked and... Sorry, thank you. One discipline, however, was considered wicked and shunned accordingly. Black magic. The practice of using magical knowledge to strike a bargain with demons. In contrast to the socially acceptable subject studied by the intelligentsia, black magic was most prolific among the lower classes. It was the common people who suffered most from the ills of the day, war, famine, and sickness, which perhaps led them to seek aid with unholy powers. As hearsay, the rituals and spells were nowhere to be found in orthodox modes of teaching, but instead were recorded in tomes of dubious credibility.
Okay. There's no mocking
classic black magic, you know?
With the window and the storm shutter closed, no light gets in here at all. It's pitch black. The neighbors mentioned they started to keep the house shut like this not too long ago. Floor? The person who put all these photos up must have been obsessed with Nejima. They might have had some relation to Nejima's victims, or perhaps it was the opposite. The opposite? What if it wasn't loathing, but admiration? But then... Okay, so it looks like it gets a check mark when it's finished, yeah?
Floor again.
Okay. Alright. It looks like the things spread around here have been like this for a while now. This ritual, or whatever, was something he attempted up till recently. Plenty of the neighbors mentioned having heard strange mantra-like noises coming from here during the night.
You think EY was the one chanting?
Hard to say. Could have been one of the Shirashis as well. If we look through these books in the back, we might learn whatever it is they were trying to do. Okay.
Books.
Floor's done.
Books.
What do you say, Chief? Would you let me look through it if I wore gloves?
Oh, it's not like I'm any help with the foreign languages. Go ahead.
Thank you.
How many languages do you know, private investigator?
Oh, you know, I know 7.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Huh. This seems to be a book on Western black magic. The same runes are written here, alongside detailed descriptions of the procedures. I suppose you'd call these grimoires. It's all a bunch of nonsense, if you ask me, though.
You think this EY guy was studying them? Perhaps to perform some kind of ritual?
There are a bunch of handwritten notes beside the grimoires. Whoever it was, they were serious about this.
Short, just be a little careful you're breathing into the mic, just as a heads up.
Oh,
The mic is like over there. What is happening today?
ghost?
I just assume it's Short. Maybe there's another person. I don't know.
Is there just like a fourth person hanging out? It's like 5 feet from my face.
I genuinely have like checked to see if there's a fourth person in the Discord call a couple
like
times.
multiple times. Me too. I'm only assuming it's
I,
you,
like,
Short, because it's
actively-
happening while Allison's reading, and I can hear it, which means it's not me. But maybe it's not you either. I don't know.
I don't know if it
I
could be
actively was nervous that I was too far away, so in the moment I needed to speak, I was like, "You won't hear me."
Oh, sorry.
Well, then stream's cursed. I don't know what to
I think
say. Yeah, stream's haunted.
Stream's haunted. I don't know
It's a
if
what's
YouTube
happening.
watching a heavy breather.
The
Kyle, get
frustrating
off the
part is that
Discord.
does describe me. It really does. It's gotta be me, right? But I do feel it's not.
I mean, I guess I'm trying to make sure it's not me, but I don't know.
It's happening while you're talking. That's why I ruled you out.
That's weird.
And again,
Okay,
I can
yeah.
hear it, which I mean, unless there's a weird delay, but there's no. That's not how it works.
That's bizarre.
Some ghost
don't
is trying
know.
to frame you, buddy.
Jake,
Well,
you
it's
actually
working.
you might have a ghost in your room with you right now that's getting up to the mic. Like,
Honestly, it's nice not to feel so alone. You know.
it's Goop Goo.
Welcome back, Goop
Goo.
Goop
Oh,
Goo's
I've missed
present.
you.
You know what? In that case, it's all fine.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, we'll keep listening to it, but so far it's haunted. Okay, this is me. EY doesn't look the type to be into this stuff, but you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. But why would he be studying black magic? According to the materials, this here rune is for the restoration of youth. Perhaps he was trying to become young again. This over here seems to be black magic related to resurrection. Ooh.
I'm sorry. I have a
Okay.
pet theory.
What are you
and
thinking?
I just have a pet theory. Give me a moment.
Check it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No, it's a dumb pet theory, but it's a theory nonetheless. Okay.
What's your theory?
I'm not
I gotta
gonna throw it out yet because it doesn't actually make sense. The plot would be interesting if somehow, some way, this has just been something I've been thinking about for a while, if somehow, some way Richter was Nejima, but that doesn't make any sense with like timelines and age and stuff like that.
And they were on the phone together.
But no. That was Cop Boy.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Satsumi and Nejima talked to each other on the phone.
Yeah, like for a whole.
Sorry,
period.
not
They, like,
Satsumi.
yelled
I
at
meant
each other.
Richter. Sorry, I meant Richter.
Oh.
Sorry, I just misspoke.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
Sorry.
Oh, wait. You're saying you think Nejima could be Richter?
Yeah, I just thought that would be interesting, just like if the serial killer was here all along. Because I've been trying to figure out a way that Richter could be evil, given the information that we have, and like it doesn't really make sense unless he's somehow allied with Nejima. My point is, it doesn't make a ton of sense, except for they did just throw in black magic that makes you young. And maybe black magic that makes you young and hot. So I'm just flagging that. Like, I suddenly was like, huh, all right.
Does Nejima have a nefarious mole?
I don't think so, but that's a really great question. You're asking me important questions right now. Where are you? Now.
No, he does not.
God
okay.
damn it.
Damn it. Okay.
All right.
I like the theory though.
I just want it to be the case. It's one of those things where it's like, this
It'd
is
be
not
fun.
a legitimate theory, but I like it, and I wanted to see if it could be possible. I don't think it is, but they did just throw in youth magic, so, you know.
Youth magic, resurrection. I mean, I guess resurrection's floating around for everything. But...
Yeah, I'll also flag that photo of Nejima that we have is already young Nejima. This is from 15 years ago. But
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Nejima will be
that's
older.
true.
Yeah, so anyway.
Okay. Yeah, because right now they think the janitor is Nejima.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't see what the last line was. I'm sorry. I don't know if I read it. Oh. Whoa.
Sorry.
Let's see. Related resurrection. Each one of these spells requires a human sacrifice. Talk
Yeah,
about
that was
being
what was on screen for a moment.
Okay, I didn't read that yet. Okay, thank you. That's all. Resurrection, like the right? I guess no matter what part of the world, people will turn to the occult for similar reasons. Okay. It's the same man in every picture. Is that Fumichika Nejima? Wow. This is quite the spectacle. I don't think I'll ever manage to erase this from my mind. Don't worry, Richter. You're quite the spectacle yourself. Do you mean to compare me with the lacks of a bizarre criminal? Okay, now this is getting weird. Okay.
It's the reason that I had originally hypothesized, it wasn't based on nothing. It was that he was like, Nejima might have a reason to resent you, Haraway, and I was like, then it would make sense to get in close with her. That's all. That was the entire thinking process.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like
Yeah.
okay, I like where your head's at. Yeah. I like
Again,
this.
I don't think what I'm saying is accurate. I just think it would, there's enough there that it would be interesting. That's really
Yeah, it's a good
the
theory.
grand total.
Yeah. These aren't just cut from publications. They even snapped a number of shots on their own. They must have admired him. Why else would they have collected so many pictures? Whatever the case, it's certain they were obsessed. Okay, pictures are done. Corpse again. Cruel is what it is. Okay.
Grimoires.
Still
We're back
more
with
old books.
grimoires.
Okay.
What is it?
This looks like a journal. It's probably Iwai's.
A journal?
That's convenient.
That is
Yeah, very
convenient, I
convenient.
agree. If only all crooks would write down their motives.
Yeah. His writing is surprisingly thorough. It's almost as if he was writing a report for someone.
The gunshot is a lot.
No, it's,
Yeah.
a
It's
little
funny.
extra.
Because it's in my other earbud, and I don't have that earbud in, so I never hear it.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Oh wow. Now this is something.
What is it? What did he write?
This is quite the find. Let me give you a summary. So this Kankichiro Iwai fellow, he's been searching for a spell to restore youth for years. So he was into
This
black
is
magic.
Haraway.
Oh, that's Haraway. So he was into black magic from the start? He believed if he could learn to successfully perform the spell, he could then use it to earn a fortune. To tell you the truth, it seems like he was already funded after he acquired this grimoire. Oh, soap
Funded
company!
By the soap company. I was at the same. I was like, yeah.
Company!
Yeah.
Soap,
Soap company.
Yes! It's the soap people!
It's
Yep.
fucking Catwoman!
It's Catwoman!
It's just Catwoman this whole game!
Big Soap Eternal Youth!
Catwoman!
Oh my god.
You don't say. This is starting to sound kind of familiar.
I like how we're making the connections along with Tetsuo here. Oh my god. But first, let's find out how he got his hands on this grimoire. It seems that Nejima told him he could obtain the book when they were both in prison. Oh. Huh? Oh.
What?
What?
That's nearly too much of a coincidence.
Yeah, right. Likely not coincidence. It seems like Iwai took an interest in the Nejima murders after it made the news. He admired him rather passionately. You might even say he worshipped the man.
Worship? Nejima of all people?
This was a time when students were itching to rebel. Anyone who did something to shake the world was bound to gather admirers. Iwai had been collecting these photos ever since that time. And since he just so happened to land in prison at the same time as Nejima, he made sure to get in contact.
That is a lot. I mean, even having it all laid out like this. The thought of Nejima being involved with these grimoires is staggering. I don't think we ever had anything pointing to that. What's the connection?
To be honest, it's a bit of a shock to me too. For years, we've been scratching our heads over the motives behind the Nejima murders.
Weave is interesting there.
We've been You mean you have
I don't know.
also?
That's
been
I
involved
wonder
in it?
who the we
Yeah.
encapsulates.
Also, he doesn't have an
Aereo,
eye patch.
potentially?
I'm just realizing.
Who doesn't have an eye patch?
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, we're looking at him from the other side.
But the
his
mole
sprite is
flop.
flipped.
Yeah, this is a reflected sprite for some reason.
Right. Okay.
Weird.
All right.
Don't
Okay.
mirror
I got
the
a little,
sprites.
like-
Get that out of here.
Yeah. We need consistency here.
the clues are hidden otherwise.
Right.
Yep, it's been a mystery to all of us from the very start. Oh, now, just wait a minute. Do you think... No way. Are you saying...
That's right. The murders might have been for a ritual. He was attempting to perform black magic. The instructions written down for the sacrificial offering match up exactly with the acts carried out by Nejima. Interesting. What's your deal?
Sorry, Mole's just flip-flopping all over the place. I realize it's
Yeah, what
just
the
mirrored
fuck?
sprites, but
Also-
it's... That's why you don't do asymmetrical sprites.
Yeah.
Yes, it's strange that he has such an identifiable thing.
I know,
Yeah.
I know.
For them to
Agreed.
then switch it
Oh,
around.
Also, he might not have an eye patch. I think it might just be his eyebrows that just continue.
It's
into
just
the
his
line of-
hair.
Yeah, I
thought.
I
Yeah.
never thought he had an eye patch.
Ah, okay.
I think it's just drama.
It's the shadow from his hat and his hair.
Yeah.
I understand now. Okay. All right. I read this line, I believe.
You've got to be kidding me. So that the sadistic crap he was doing was all for black magic?
That's what the evidence suggests. However, Nejima tried to do some type of resurrection ritual, but Iwai had different motives. Chief Inspector, you might think this is all the stuff of fantasy, but that doesn't refute the Nejima and Iwai were acting in earnest.
This is batshit insane. You telling me that nutjob did this all for some hokey-pokey resurrection? Shit. Resurrection?
That means there must have been someone Nejima wanted to bring back to life.
Damn! That's it! That
Got
has to be it! Fucking hell! This all makes sense now!
What? What is it?
So, about the Nejima murders. There's some information that's been kept from the public.
Go on.
When we broke into his house and arrested him, we also found a baby.
A baby?
It was a girl. She was about 6 months old. And she was covered in filth. She looked so weak and sickly. We called the medics right away. If we were a second later, I'm sure the girl would have died.
So, was Nejima the father?
He told us he'd found her under a bridge.
He found her? She was abandoned?
Like a troll? What? Okay.
Yeah, what? I've heard of parents threatening to leave their child under a bridge as a threat, but to think it really happens. I suppose there are those cases with the dead newborns found stuffed into coin lockers, so it's not without precedent.
Whatever the case, we never found out the truth. But there's one rumor from back then that I could never get out of my mind.
Music's wild.
This music is wild. Whoa.
The music in this whole game is crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of choices. Yeah. And it's starting to sound more likely now.
Well, I'm sure this isn't the first time you've heard it. Many believe Nejima's guilty of more crimes than what got him convicted. Back then, a lot of girls went missing.
Yeah, I remember all of that.
Among the high school girls that might have been murdered, or maybe I should say sacrificed, was a girl who was pregnant.
Goodness. That's horrific.
And killed her. And dismembered her body.
Jesus.
And we thought maybe the
Ruh-roh.
baby we found is what he pulled out from inside of her. That's really
Jesus!
awful.
God!
That's
Wow.
really, that's things took a turn. Don't misunderstand me. This is all speculation on top of more speculation here. But I, for one, never believed that man would just take a baby he found under a bridge.
What the fuck? I'm feeling sick. Stay strong, ma'am. I know this is hard to hear.
The Persona music in the background is just really
Yeah,
strange.
right.
Literally, I was singing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Like I said, don't take this all to be the full truth. We were running on speculation back then. Now that this whole resurrection magic has come into play, we should consider the possibility it was his child. And that maybe he was trying to revive whoever the mother might have been. It's just a theory, but my life would be a tad easier if that were true.
That's an interesting thought. If there's anyone Nejima would want to resurrect, a deceased wife is as good a guess as any. We haven't had anything suggesting this information up until
No, this is
right?
brand new.
No, this
and
is
stuff.
brand
new,
new.
right?
But it'll connect through with something else. without a
Yeah,
doubt.
I mean, like the first thing that comes to mind is his daughter. Maybe he adopted the girl.
Oh, yeah.
Who else?
Oh.
Right
Yeah.
age?
Yeah, and that's why he
Yeah.
really specifically hates Nejima, because literally this child.
Yeah,
And we
there's
think
really only
Ayame
two.
Tono-
Exactly, there's only like two potential like fits for this. It's Ayame Tono and then Tetsu's just unknown daughter. And
Yeah,
maybe they're
and
the
I
same
see the
person,
comment
we
in
don't know.
chat. I see the comment in chat too, and I too was thinking about this. It's like, if someone is brought back to life, are they brought back as an infant? Is this someone else that
I don't
is
know.
living a second life as a baby? You know what I
don't
mean?
know.
Yeah, I don't know.
The teens I think are too young for this to be a fit for this. There's also the unknown. There's only one. There's a box character. Where the fuck is she? Where are you, Mayu? She's just a box character, which throws me off because I feel like we're decently far along for a box character not to have come into
Yeah.
play. So I'm just gonna toss
Yeah.
in Mayu for no reason other than that she somehow made it to the box.
Not a
There's
box
also-
character.
Someone said Yoko.
It's like
as
she made it
well.
over Natsue. Yoko? Maybe. I guess. Yeah, know what? That's fair.
Yeah,
She's
she
an
would be the
adult.
right.
You're right. She's the right
Age.
age. And she is alive. I think.
She's alive.
So
yeah, she's currently alive.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. I fucking keep forgetting about Yoko because she's from a different video game.
Yeah, right. The prologue, yeah.
Okay, so we have Yoko, we have Ayame, and we have maybe, I don't even know if she's the right age, Mayu.
And then potentially just a fourth person who is actually Tsutsumi's daughter that is not also one of these characters.
Completely.
Yeah.
I'm more just saying that I think unless, barring some real weirdness, I think we can rule out everyone that's not those three. That we've met.
Totally.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I read that one. Oh. The fact that he obtained a cursed stone suggests he has an interest in the rite of resurrection.
Damn, you're right. And here I was thinking that he was only after the cursed stone to massacre.
Chief Inspector.
Yeah?
What happened to the child?
It's my daughter. Say it.
Without a birth registration on file, best we could do was find the girl some suitable foster parents. We decided to keep the circumstances secret for the sake of the child's future.
Are we thinking that's Haraway now?
No, she's too old.
That what? No, I was gonna say
Yeah.
she's not the right age.
No,
yeah.
she's too old.
Okay.
Keep going.
Well, I'm glad she was taken care of.
Oh, you're not gonna answer? Oh God. Okay. Well, that's clearly something.
That's clearly a thing.
That's so clearly something.
Yeah. Don't mean to derail the conversation, but there's still more written in EY's journal. We know EY had managed to obtain the grimoire thanks to the advice he got from his idol, Nejima, while in prison. After conducting research and gathering more information, he determined he had a chance to get rich quick.
Right. He thought he could make some money if he could successfully use a rejuvenation magic.
Correct. Turns out, someone gave him the idea. And get this.
It's the soap company!
The soap company!
Thank God.
Evil soap! Evil soap! What?
Fight Club was right.
Fight Club was right.
What is that lady from Catwoman's name?
I don't remember.
I'm only making the reference because it's incredibly apt. It is a one-to-one.
No, you're
It is
correct.
an absolute
Yeah.
one-to-one.
It 100% is, and I want to look it up right now, but I can't. It was the one and only queen and chairwoman of Hikaku Soaps herself, Natsue Yamamori.
Wait, the chairwoman of Hihaku Soaps?
So that's where this leads.
I just want to say that my simulation theory may still play out.
It may,
Oh.
genuinely.
Yeah.
Nay, actually, yeah. Here, let me read what he wrote. The queen of Hihaku has a strange fear of growing old. Her fear of death is even worse. If she does die, she wishes to be revived, and she will spend whatever it takes to preserve her beauty. Magic, rituals, and rites. She'll use whatever means necessary. Her tenacity is unbelievable. She was apparently investing money into any research on resurrection, the restoration of youth, and the like.
So she would even throw her money at the occult. The place's greed will take you. Well then, that brings us to Hideki Araishi. She presumably funded his research into the rite of resurrection as well.
That's what it all points to. I wouldn't be surprised if the witch of Hihaku pounced on the rumors of the rite of resurrection.
It's starting to sound likely.
It might also be why she's spreading the rumor about having godly powers. It's a convenient cover for if she becomes young again.
Godly powers. What's that all about?
You can't ignore that. Either way, I think EY took the payments he was getting for his research to seduce the family into taking him in to keep a low profile. The Shiraishi family, Michio and her mother, Toshiko, were just his unlucky marks. And this is where you get involved. Are you feeling steady, ma'am?
Huh? This has something to do with me?
These are the same. These are the same?
Are you
Yeah.
saying that?
No, you can't mean...
So much exposition, yeah.
You've realized then.
Perhaps.
Perhaps...
Oh.
Oh, this is fill in the blank. We might not have enough information to do this, like, little...
I mean, we definitely
Unfortunately,
do.
I just don't know what the rest of the statement is. Like, I can make
That's
some
the
guesses,
thing.
but I don't know how
to
this
say
is
it.
framed.
Say it.
Okay, so we're just gonna... The options are Natsue, and then the two Shiraishis, EY, and Neijima. Let's just keep that in mind. I'm gonna say Michio Shiraishis.
Okay.
Yeah, we're doing...
Oh my god.
Michio Shiraishi's
This is
living
weird.
sacrifice. What's the sacrifice?
What's the
This fucking
sacrifice?
Mad Libs.
This Mad Libs didn't quite work out the way that I would have assumed. Was a child.
This is silly.
was a child.
Oh, okay.
I think this is incorrect.
Okay, wait a sec. What were the options, though? It was sacrifice, magic, and what was the third one for the second one?
Child.
Child. A
Child.
child.
Okay, you're right. It was child both
A
times.
child.
So...
Can you go? Is it
Well,
possible
I
to
guess
go back?
we'll-
I'll just
no.
take pictures.
Yeah, not right now.
Okay.
Meh.
What? Ma'am, come on, use your brain. Please calm down. That wasn't it. Okay.
Keep going.
Is it? Sorry, I'm just trying. Okay, I'm just trying to think about the options. Because we probably
I need to
can
see the names
configure
one more
this out.
time.
Yeah.
I'm laughing at
Child's child was a child.
child's child was a child. Oh, Luca, that's very funny.
Was I mistaken?
You were.
Then what did you mean?
Ma'am, please calm down. Oh, you just gonna tell us?
Thank God. I was about to say this would be so silly
Maybe.
if you didn't just say it.
Yeah.
Iwa moved in with the Shiraishis to practice his magic.
But does it matter that we got it wrong? Like,
I don't know.
Maybe we got like maybe that I don't know. There's a hidden score happening. He needed a sacrifice to perform his youth restoration spell, but
if there's a hidden score, I want to load back and do. Okay, whatever.
do you want to load back?
No.
No.
Okay. That meant extracting the life force from someone young.
But there was no way to guess that's what they were asking because of how it was structured. Because, like, we probably could have, like, identified that it was EY's sacrifice was a child.
It feels set up for failure.
Yeah,
I'm gonna choose
okay.
not to care.
All right, that's
Yeah.
fair, that's fair.
Yeah, so that's why he got.
Yeah, sorry,
So-
ma'am.
It was EY. This man.
Yep.
This seems like we're jumping pretty far, but also everything's so connected that, like, it is a logical jump.
Yeah. Yeah. So he kidnapped
Her son.
her son,
Which is
to
why
perform this-
Michio knew about the kidnapping, which is why we were following Michio to begin with.
Yep.
Got
It's
it.
like, again, this makes
Okay.
perfect sense. We would have gotten there, but we weren't invited to, so it's okay.
Yeah, I feel like that execution was clumsy, but intentionally so, which is interesting. I don't know. Iwa worshipped Neijima, so he must have also despised Neijima's detractors. Not to mention, he was captured and sent to jail once before. Surely he had a bone to pick with the police. So when he realized he had the chance to both avenge Neijima, embarrass the police, and acquire a living sacrifice at the same time,
Gina.
I know, I said it, sorry. You got it. Iwai kidnapped Haruo Shijima's son and managed to score 3 birds with 1 stone.
Crazy story.
You're telling me then that horrid man, he never had the intention of returning my child. I thought there might be a reason why the kidnapper seemed to be mocking the police. He never wanted money. His aim was to humiliate the force. It all makes sense. You must have used Michio to lower your boy's defenses and kidnap him on his way back home. That man, he took Shuichi!
Ma'am, please calm down. I understand, but you must remember to breathe.
You don't understand! You have absolutely no idea what I'm going through. This isn't a joke!
Oh, is she gonna kill someone?
Oh god, she might. Oh, I wouldn't expect the police to understand. You'll never understand. Living sacrifices. What a stupid idea from a stupid little man. Okay, ma'am, let's just take a moment to breathe. Why don't we go get some fresh air? I can't believe this. This is... Chief, I think it's best we take our leave. But before we go, there's one more important piece of information noted in his journal.
Oh.
Iwai got in contact with Nejima last year, after Nejima was released on parole. He provided him with accommodation and financial support.
Is that so?
He managed to find a hideout for Nejima to stay in.
Oh, damn it.
If anything, rather than use his money to support the Shiraishis, it seemed most went to Nejima instead. If Nejima's lurking around anywhere at the moment, it's probably in that hideout.
Did he write where it is?
Unfortunately, no. Not that I can tell. But it seems Michio knew where it was. She never met with Nejima in person, but she was made to go in and clean up, among other things.
What good is that information? The girl's already dead. Wait, no! She's alive!
That's right.
There you
Michiro
go.
Shiraishi is alive.
Good job, everyone.
Now everyone is on the same page now. If you can find her and get her to talk, you can get her to spill the beans on his hideout too.
I don't think they realize who she is. I think they just realize she's alive. Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
Investigator, I'm asking you.
I should get going. The lady's not well.
Okay.
Woo! Wait,
Okay,
that
so-
That was wild.
That was wild.
That was wild.
Something to flag. The sacrifice happened of her son, which means, I'm assuming that means a spell was done. A spell of youth on somebody. So somebody is the wrong age, I think we can guess.
Oh, yeah.
Or somebody was resurrected, but, you know.
It seems... yeah. I was thinking that someone has been de-aged, but I'm not sure.
Which would help hide someone.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. That's what I mean. Is like, it feels like somebody is hiding in plain sight because they are not the age that we think they should be.
Correct.
Still side-eyeing Richter.
I'm side-eyeing Richter. I'm side-eyeing Adachi at home.
Yeah. Honestly,
Area?
he would be a really good
Area.
one because I feel like if all the other characters are sort of drawing attention away from him, but he is Adachi at home, so it also wouldn't be a surprise.
Yeah, it would be very funny if it was him. Yeah. It would be a little too on the nose.
Yeah, it's
but
like
I
you
don't
thought
think...
it was Richter, but it was this guy all wrong, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Are you feeling any better now that we've gotten some fresh air, ma'am? I'm fine. Suddenly finding out who the kidnapper was really made me lose my wits.
Yeah, Andy's dead. That's a hell of a double.
Yeah, double whammy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We managed to solve the kidnapping case by pure luck here. You're right. But, Richter, I feel grateful towards Michio. Because she killed the kidnapper? There's that too. But it's for something else. If Michio is the one killing all these people, then she must have acquired quite a sizable amount by now.
Okay, alright. Didn't you just say something like living sacrifices? That silly small man. And now she's like, I'm gonna go get some living sacrifices.
Yummy, yummy.
Yum, yum, yum.
Yep. Soul dregs, I mean. Hey, Richter. Whether the kidnapper's dead or alive, it doesn't mean a thing. Revenge won't bring my boy back. And if Nejima is planning to cause a massacre to collect soul dregs, then all for the better. I won't give up on resurrection. So, I'm counting on you.
On me? What am I gonna do?
Find
Oh,
Michio.
ma'am, excuse me.
She's got a big deposit of soul dregs. Num 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 num
Yep,
num.
let's go redeem them.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that one was heavy.
That was a big guy.
That was a big
That
one.
was a-
That was a really big one.
Do we want to take a quick break right here? This might be a good break time before we go into the next one.
I'm fine with
Yeah,
that.
fast
yeah,
five.
absolutely.
Yeah, a quick 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah, let's take a real quick break and then we'll swing back by and see what else we can learn before the day is done.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I'm honestly, I'm feeling this. Like, shit's moving now, so.
We're finally getting some answers.
Agree.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll see you all in just a few minutes.
Yep. See you in a bit. Welcome back from break, everyone. I hope you got hydrated, got a little stretched, got cool by the fan.
Fan, AC. I just went and stood in front of the AC for 5 minutes, like the whole time, and then just came back.
Whatever gets it done,
Nice.
you know what I mean? I'm discovering that my
yeah.
office is warmer than the rest of the house. When I went and entered like the rest of the place, it was much cooler.
Oh, wow.
It's always a tough feeling.
And it's also, I mean, relatable. My office is the same way. It's like really,
I
really.
think it's just computers.
So much more.
Like it
It's
just is the way it
computers.
is. But anyway,
Yeah.
cool stuff.
I have
Which
a
of these
hand
stories-
fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got that going for me at least. Also, thank you everybody. I appreciate that for my Haruhe. She's fun. I like voicing her.
It's a great
actually, a whole
performance. I really like your
you.
voice for her. It feels just like really, like, I don't know how to describe it. Just like like it's a really like deep voice for her, and I don't
Yeah,
mean pitch.
totally.
I mean you're just like in with her.
Thank you. In my mind, she has layers, and I'm trying to like do that. So, yeah,
Like an onion?
Yeah,
Or a
she's an
parfait.
onion, so. Or a parfait.
Parfait.
That's
Everybody
true.
loves a parfait.
Cakes. Everyone likes cakes. Cakes have layers.
I don't know
Anyway,
if
who
everyone's
are we
Haruhi.
doing next?
Who are we doing? We could do another Haruhi. We could do a cop, or we could jump in with the high schoolers.
Check in on Yako. Let's check in on the high schoolers.
What's
Let's
up,
see what they're up to.
Yako?
Oh yeah. Okay.
If that is your name. All right.
If that is your name. Yako Sakazaki.
I see a that's the most obvious one yet.
We got a bird. Okay, yeah. Oh god, I gotta remember what this
man.
guy sounds like. Fuck, what was it's been so long. What did his voice sound like?
There's a lot of characters in this game.
Yeah.
There's so many characters.
I think he was kind of like a snooty man.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, normally you'd be breaking school rules just by stepping foot in a cafe. I'll be in hot water if you lied about having permission from the police. Remember that.
We know. It'll be okay.
So, what did you want to ask of me? Oh, we can just click on you now?
Not yet,
Look
not
around.
yet.
Get
We're
that
doing
bird, get that
this.
bird.
Yeah, go get it.
Yeah.
It's 3 birds.
Got it.
Oh.
Oh, I encountered a tragedy when I moved here. It was almost a really beautiful story, but I think it's ended in tragedy. When we were moving in, we were going up the front steps with the movers, and one of the movers put a finger to his lips and gestured off to the side, and we looked into this bush right by my house, and it had a nest in it full of little blue eggs. And it was so precious. And then yesterday I went to go check on the eggs, and there was a lovely pigeon. Just, Mama was there with the eggs. I was like, oh, that's amazing. And then this morning I was like, I'm going to go check in on Mama. And there were feathers everywhere, and there were no eggs.
No!
And I don't know what happened. You hope it was a miracle, but chances are...
Oh, no.
Chances are it was not. So
Well, probably
I just
not.
Really bad. I just saw Mama's feathers everywhere, and the eggs were gone.
Oh, no! No.
My heart.
Very sad.
That's so
I guess
sad.
something somewhere had a great meal, I suppose, but
I mean, I
nature
guess
is
circle of
depressing
life, but-
sometimes.
Nature is hard. It will come for you.
It was really sad.
Damn. Oh,
Anyway.
that's really sad.
Sorry. I'm sorry for sharing a bummer story with all of y'all.
Oh, man. That sucks. Well, now the weirdest silver lining I'm going to say to this is now you have to be on the lookout for whatever the critter was.
Yeah, there's clearly some critter that eats eggs somewhere. So
Yeah,
that's the next discovery, but
Yeah,
it's very
see who the
sad.
fucking culprit was. Oh, that's really sad.
I know.
Oh, I'm really sorry. Oh, that my curse stone.
Yako, if you would.
Right. We wanted to ask you about this.
Oh my, a curse stone. An Okame mask. That must mean the Fool's Procession. You two were at the school last night? Damn, of all the places. Yako, you're one of them? You're a curse bearer?
Please come down, Mr. Araishi. Your reaction is too intense. It's kind of scaring me.
Sorry about that. I'm afraid I got ahead of myself. What is it you wanted to know about your curse stone?
What would be the best way to approach this? Flatter him.
Yeah.
Yeah, flatter him.
It's just, a brilliant teacher like you must know an awful lot about these curse stones.
Well, it's true that I'm likely the person most, well-versed in this matter.
You're the only one we can count on, Mr. Araishi. Won't you help us, please?
All right, girl, you're landing on thick now.
Yeah.
Oh, am I now? In that case, there's no harm in hearing what you have to ask.
Thank you. Let's see. Why is everything with the Rite of Resurrection and the Seven Mysteries curse stones happening now?
Oh, taken an interest now that you've received one of the curses, have you?
Well, yeah, because I'm trying to kill people.
Yeah. You sound like a researcher, starting your questioning with your subject's origins.
Mr. Araishi, you're not the one who triggered the curse, are you?
No, I'm afraid I had nothing to do with that. Rather, I wasn't even attempting to do so in the first place. Completing the rite itself has nothing to do with my research.
Then, do you know of the ancient Onmyo... I'm sorry, I just got a cat pop her head right in front of my face. I gotta read, baby! Then, do you know of the ancient Onmyo ritual known as the Feast of Shadows?
What is that? Something from the occult? Miss Kurozuzu, you look like the type to be interested in those things, but it's outside my field of expertise.
In that case, why do you think the rite and the curses have appeared now? I believe this is the intentional work of someone.
Certainly not something that would happen by accident. Why is it you want to know?
Well,
He may not tell us anything else if we say that we're trying to stop the curse. We need to make something up.
right. Make something up. Well, you see, we just have such intellectual curiosity, and I think it could really help your research.
I see. Now that you mention it.
Seems like he's reluctant to answer.
And how about
Ask about his research?
research? Yeah. Then, what does that record of fates that you've been researching say about the rite of resurrection?
Oh, I see. That's what you wanted to know. Allow me to first elucidate you regarding the author of the record of fates. I think I said that wrong.
It's elucidate, but that's okay. Yeah, elucidate.
Elucidate.
a
I got
great
the
word.
D and the C backwards. It's a great word. A special privilege, I might add, since I have yet to publish this in a paper.
Yeah. Okay.
The Record of Fates was written 200 years ago in the latter half of the Edo period. It was written by a skilled but little known onmyoji named Seiman Tsuchimikado. Tsuchimikado? Tsuchimikado. Okay. This is important stuff. If nothing else, remember this.
Oh my god, this cat. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Seiman Tsukimikado? I've never heard of him. I'm sorry, my cat just walked up and dumped like
Dying.
half a cat worth of fur on me. I don't know how she managed it.
God.
Oh, no.
I'm in a cloud. Okay,
A cloud of fur? Oh no. I'm sure you haven't. He was born into a famed onmyoji family, but split away to practice forbidden arts in secret. He used whatever name was most convenient for the situation, so his real name barely exists in records. Or so it is written in the Record of Fates.
huh?
As brilliant as Seiman was, he was also an eccentric. He delved into researching the Rite of Resurrection, a legendary forbidden ritual that had never been completed. However, by involving himself with this forbidden ritual, he was expelled from his family and eventually found himself in Honjo in Edo. The Record of Fates are the writings of Seiman recorded on the road to Edo.
I see. So he wrote about how to perform the rite itself?
The Rite of Resurrection makes use of Abe no Seimai's specialty, the Taizan Fukun ritual, a means of communicating with the afterlife. It uses soul dregs to replicate the soul of a dead spirit that has been called.
Oh, wow. I never knew something like that existed.
Thus, it is thought that the only ones who can use it are those with the ability to turn human souls into soul dregs in the first place. So the rite of resurrection calls for that ritual to be performed in advance. Then, when the soul dregs are gathered and infused with the wish of whoever is performing the ritual, it can be completed. The contents written in the Record of Fates end there.
There's no more? What about the 7 mysteries or the curse stones?
There's nothing written about them in the Record of Fates. The curse stones are separate from the rite of resurrection.
Oh.
That's interesting.
Interesting, huh? Their curse is one used to enable one who is unable to perform such rituals to be able to use the rite. That was a weird sentence, but okay,
Huh.
I understood.
That's similar to what Mio said, actually.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
Corey.
that's
we can't.
true.
We can't. We can't.
Oh, Corey. Should we read about these updated files?
The Onmyojis? Sure. Do you want to read it?
Onmyoji
Or do you want me
and the
to?
Rite of Resurrection? Pardon?
Do you want to read it or would you like me to?
Oh, I can read it since you're dealing with the cat.
Thank you.
An officially appointed government position with the Bureau of Onmyo in medieval Japan. Onmyoji were tasked with performing divinations and rituals. They would employ the Chinese philosophies of yin and yang and wujing, the 5 elements, to compose astronomical charts and almanacs. High-ranking practitioners used a variety of mystical arts, including ones that brought natural disasters and curses. Onmyoji were also tasked with exorcising demons through the usage of shikigami. Onmyoji thrived during the Heian period, in part due to the work of the famous Onmyoji and later founder of the Tsuchi Mikado clan, Abe no Seimai. However, Onmyoji began to gradually decline in number after samurai gained control of Japan. At the same time, many of their miraculous arts were lost along with the development of civilization. Although the services of Onmyoji were typically reserved for the upper class, there were a number of shomonji, or hidden Onmyoji, who worked for the common folk.
Okay.
Interesting.
How are the 7 mysteries related to the rite?
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. Araichi.
What is it, Miss Kurosuzu?
You published a theory before the incident took place. It said that the rite of resurrection and origin of the 7 mysteries of Honjo are related somehow. What proof did you have of that?
You really know your stuff. But about that. That was a somewhat sensationalized piece written for occult magazines.
Oh, really? It was just nonsense, then.
Not exactly. Rather, it's not a complete fabrication. There is a basis for it.
And that is?
Well, I suppose there's no harm telling a couple of students so passionate about this topic.
Thank you.
This is something I discovered from referencing numerous texts unrelated to the Record of Fate. It was just after Seimon arrived in Honjo. There are records of a conflict over a ritual used to resurrect the dead in Honjo.
A conflict over resurrecting the dead?
I don't know the details.
Oh.
A man enticed the public with claims of a spell that could resurrect the dead, causing a conflict that ended tragically with 9 dead. Uh-oh!
9?
I think we kind of knew that, right? Like, he kind of talked about this before,
yeah.
but it's been a while. Yeah. He talked about this with the detectives, like, a really long time ago. I say a long time ago in real time.
Yeah.
That is the only remaining reference.
9 people fighting over a resurrection ritual.
I call this tragedy the Honjo incident, and it has long been a subject of my research. And I suspect that this Honjo incident might be the very origin of the 7 mysteries of Honjo.
So, what you're saying is the resurrection ritual at the root of the Honjo incident is Seimon's rite of resurrection?
Yes, that is how the Record of Fates ties everything together. To put it in chronological order, first Seimon brought the rite of resurrection to Edo. We can assume that by this point, Seimon was likely using a different name. Then, in Honjo, 9 people fought to the death over this rite, the Honjo incident.
Seimon, okay, he keeps stressing that Seimon has a different name, so Seimon must be somebody we know. There must be somebody that's, like, maintained till now.
Oh, good theory. Totally.
Yeah. I can't think of another reason to hide their name.
Yeah, this is so wrong. I think incorrect, but my mind immediately went to the storyteller. But I don't know why or
the storyteller's
why
like a real person.
Yeah, the storyteller is like
can't tell at
outside
all.
of everything. You know? I don't know.
I don't
It's
know.
odd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. After that, the incident was covered up by an interested party, preventing it from being recorded in history fully. Eventually, it was passed down in incomplete pieces, becoming known as the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. That's more or less the course of events. Okay.
Okay.
Honjo incident was updated. Okay. Neat.
So that's how they're connected. Then, if I'm getting this right, the 7 mysteries of Honjo were basically required to gather the soul dregs necessary for the rite. How are the 7 mysteries related to the rite?
Yeah.
And there's more.
Huh?
With this most recent occurrence of the curse, I've become even more confident in my theory.
You are?
Yes, and the reason for it being the resentful memories of the 7 mysteries etched into those who received the curse stones. Oh my god. I hope you can't hear
Resentful
this dog
memories.
outside.
No, we can't. You're good.
Nope,
Okay,
not
good.
at all.
Okay, it was very loud for me. Okay, good. Yako, if you really are a curse bearer, then when you obtained your curse stone, you would have had a resentful memory imprinted in your mind.
Oh, I did.
Exactly. Those memories are what happened in the final moments of the 9 who died in the Honjo incident. Broadly speaking, they involve dying while bearing some kind of deep resentment. The 9 victims became the 9 curse stones, which over time came to be spoken of as the 7 mysteries. Thus, gathering the resentful memories granted by the present curses and connecting them together, it will reveal once and for. Did you hear
Yeah,
that?
now we can hear the dog.
I'm sorry, I have my window open because it's so hot in my
okay,
office right now.
it's
No,
okay.
I get it. I wouldn't have even like realized had you not said something. You know what I mean? We've been like, I wonder what that. I thought it might have been in the game.
No. I wanna nip it in the bud now in case we start accusing the stream of being cursed again. That's all.
Fair.
That's valid.
Fair.
We can eliminate that from the evidence of our curse.
It will reveal once and for all what happened during the Honjo incident. That's why you must tell me about the resentful memory of your fool's procession, Yako.
Mio, should I?
Yeah, I think it's okay. We need all the information we can get.
guess we're doing it,
Alright,
huh?
let's try.
There was no choice.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, Mr. Reishi. I'll tell you about the memory of the Fool's Procession.
Excellent. Do we
Yada, yada, yada.
Okay, that's good.
So basically, it's about a woman who died falling from a Yagura tower at a festival.
Interesting. It's not that one then.
Not that one? What do you mean?
Among the 9 victims at the Honjo incident, that is to say, the 9 curse echoes, one of them is Seimon himself, or so I suspect.
Hmm.
Huh?
Huh.
Seimon was one of the victims of the Honjo incident too? Meaning an Onmyoji as powerful as him also became a curse echo?
Do we think? I
feel like it's
think
gotta
that's
be-
the reed?
I was gonna say, it's
That's
gotta
a
be
really
the
strong
Reed
one.
or Michio, right? Is there one where, there's one we're not accounting for, right?
Yeah, can we look at our curses again?
Okay,
Is it,
this is Shogo's, which may or may not belong to Yoko now. We're not sure what happened to it.
yeah,
I think.
Oh, yeah.
unsure. Okay.
Is that true, or do we have it? Does Tetsuo have it?
Maybe
Does it
Tetsuo
say who has it?
I feel like it should say
One sec, one
somewhere.
sec.
Shuichi updated. Oh, right, because yeah, we got that.
No, I guess not.
Do we have to keep curses lists who has what? If you go back to files, models, curses. Curse stones? Oh wait, go back, click on it again, and go to curse echoes, curse bearers. No? Curse stones? Interesting. Okay. I thought that there was a place in here that maybe it listed it. The known ones. Okay, Whispering Hill. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, anyway, this was
gameplay?
Shogo's.
Can you go to gameplay? We haven't clicked on that.
Because
What's in
it's
there?
like,
The Shibuya camera known notes on known curse bearers.
is this the current status? Yes, okay. I
Yes,
guess it is.
yes, it is.
So,
Okay.
yeah, we don't know. We don't know what happened
don't know
to the
who has Whispering Canal right now.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
Tetsuo has 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. He's so powerful and has like no temptation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
it is
wild.
that is very interesting. Okay.
One-sided read Nejima. Okay. Yeah, okay. So you're saying all this because we think that maybe it could be
Well, just there's 3
One-sided
unaccounted
read.
for ones, and it's just worth sort of remembering that, you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume that hot girlfriend has one, just because she's on the cover. I don't know what to say about that.
I am with you though. After you said that, I went and looked it up. And I'm like, oh yeah, clearly that's a main character.
Yeah,
but she's
she's on the
done
cover.
absolutely nothing.
It's like,
She
if in
hasn't showed up
doubt, it
yet.
also looks like, you know, the soap folks may or may not have one, you know?
That is
Potentially.
true. Yeah, that it hasn't been revealed, but they've like suggested that
well,
they
they said
might
they
have
had
one.
6.
Which
but,
is wrong.
Yeah, which is
yeah,
incorrect,
we know that's wrong.
obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
And okay.
But then also,
Wow.
but then there's also the question of like, I don't think the Fool's Procession does the thing that that Michio's kills by fatal fall. Yeah, I guess that could look like crushing or getting hit by a
That could
truck.
look like crushing. Do we what is the other one that we were thinking of?
I mean, we don't know anything about. There's 2 we don't know anything
we don't-
about.
I guess that's
Yeah,
true. Yeah,
and we don't
know
even
what
have
to
a
do.
lead on where it could be.
Yeah.
Let alone what they
It's
do.
the Taiko of Subaru
Exactly.
and the Beckoning Light. We just don't know what's up with this.
Yeah, that's never even appeared.
We can
Okay.
we can
guess, but no, those guesses are based only on circumstantial stuff.
Yeah, the beckoning light we can guess is the fire one from the prologue. Yeah.
Which fire
That's-
one? No, that's the haunting
the one that you need the
clappers.
lighter.
Because that was hard.
That's the clappers?
No,
Oh.
that's different.
You mean the
Wait.
dark one?
the dark one?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Oh,
the
yeah.
fire. There's
That's the
there's
beckoning.
multiple different fire ones.
Sorry.
Harway's
one
is
that
the
you-
fire one, but this is
Sorry,
the
you're
one
correct.
with dark. Yes.
Yeah,
But this is the one
saw-
where we killed the person in the dark, so we never got to know who they were.
Correct. Yes, the one where you need a lighter in order to. You need
Yes.
some sort of light source to. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we
Sorry,
definitely
I
know
didn't
about
mean
that
to-
one, but we don't know anything about the person that held it.
Correct. Yes.
Except for that they died in Shogo's timeline.
Yep. Okay. Oh man. All right. Wow.
Anyway, I was just bringing that up to say that, like, obviously with the information that we have, it would seem that it would either be Nejima or Yako's, but with so many unaccounted for, I think we don't have enough information.
I think you're correct. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay.
Okay. The power of the curse stone is different based on the curse echo?
I guess they don't know that.
Mio. Then maybe with Simon's curse echo, we could...
Yes, we may be able to settle this whole situation.
Hey, what are you two whispering about?
Oh, nothing. Sorry.
Resentful memories. Okay.
Mr. Aishi, how many of the resentful memories have you gathered so far?
I have learned a number of them.
Sorry, when there's no choice, I'm just clicking on it because this game pretty much always reiterates the question down below.
Totally.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's true.
Totally. No sorry necessary.
Yep, totally. The Evergreen Beach, the Foot Washing Mansion, the Ever-Burning Lantern, and now the Fool's Procession makes 4. Of those, the most important are the Foot Washing Mansion and the Evergreen Beach.
What are they about?
First, the Foot Washing Mansion. An onmyoji appears distinctly in this one.
Really?
But not Seimon, I'm afraid. A female onmyoji who sought the rite of resurrection due to her obsession with her personal appearance. Her legs, which she had always taken pride in, were stricken with corruption after she was defeated by Seimon. Her curse echo is notable for being particularly easy to fulfill the requirements necessary to use the curse. That detective did well to escape this one.
So a female on Aoji and rival of Seimon was involved in the Honjo incident? That certainly is interesting.
Next, the Evergreen Beach. This curse echo is from a craftsman of Netsuke carving named Jinchiki, who was hanged for spreading baseless rumors. Jinkichi, sorry. He apparently spoke of something that granted the ability to bring back the dead.
The rite of resurrection.
Precisely. This man, Jinkichi, must have been in contact with Seimon. If I could just collect all of the memories, everything will be revealed, and the truth of the 7 mysteries will be mine.
I mean, good for
That-
you.
Is the knowledge I desire.
Weird man.
Yeah, he is a
he's
weird
bizarre.
guy.
Yeah.
Who's funded by soap. So, just
Yep.
keep that in
Yes,
mind.
true.
Funded by Big Soap. Yep.
Meaning you need to gather as much information as you can from the curse bearers.
Precisely. I have an agreement to exchange information with those detectives, but they might not even find the other curse bearers, so I must take measures into my own hands.
What's the trigger for the curse bearers?
Mm-hmm.
Another thing.
Yes.
You never really finished about what the trigger was for all of this.
Well, I don't know.
Really?
Hmm.
You're not hiding something from us, are you? It has something to do with how you obtained the Record of Fates.
Did you
right?
kill someone?
Or is it your employer, Big Soap? And you can't
Oh,
rat
Big
them out?
Soap.
That's probably
Yeah.
more correct.
How did you really get a hold of the Record of Fates? To tell you the truth, you're in a race against time. It could be a disaster if we don't hurry.
What are you talking about?
Someone left a warning that at sundown today, they would use the curse to kill a lot of people. The one who left that message is the culprit behind the Nejima murders from 20 years ago.
What? Something so terrible will happen?
I won't allow potentially hundreds of people to become victims of a curse. I'll do anything in my power to stop it. Mr. Araishi, please, tell us everything you know.
I'm sorry, but I truly don't know anything. The truth is, I was given the Record of Fates by a woman.
A woman?
Ah, yes.
Mm-hmm. Big
A
soap
witch?
woman.
Hello, friend.
Well, her voice sounded like a woman's, but I didn't actually see what she looked like. 1 month ago, while I was investigating at night, I suddenly heard a formless voice.
A woman's voice.
It said, "I entrust you with this ancient manuscript and the right of resurrection held within its pages. Spread rumors of this ritual as far and wide as you can in the coming month."
That's so sus. You didn't even
That's
write your
so-
article. You just were
Really?
given it. I mean,
No.
I know you
Wow.
wrote the article, but like, come on. I thought you were like a better scholar than this, Araishi. I was giving you way
Right?
too much
No,
credit.
he's too egotistical for that.
You're right. You're
Yeah.
absolutely right.
And before I knew it, an old document had fallen down at my feet.
1 month. She specified the time period?
I was told if I did that, I could study the manuscript as much as I pleased. I wanted so badly to verify its authenticity, I ended up accepting. I haven't heard anything from the voice since.
It must have had you spread rumor in order to strengthen the power of the curse. To tie together the curse and the desire to seek out the right. This makes it likely that the owner of the voice is the mastermind behind all of this.
Hence why I went public with the Record of Fates. Hihaku and occult magazines immediately jumping at the news was a financial boon for me. Oh,
Huh? Hihaku? As in Hihaku soaps?
so
There you go, catching up.
Okay. Right. I mean, no, that's not important. Just some personal business. After that, I waited, trying to predict what would occur in a month's time. That's when the curse began. Those are all the details I have.
Is there
Come
anything
on.
else you know?
It's gotta be. Very well. I've told you this much. I may as well give you one more thing.
Thank you. What might that be?
About Seimon's Record of Fates. There is a sort of continuation to it. Another document called the Record of Fates Yin Scroll.
A continuation?
What is this? Like an appendix?
Or an epilogue,
know?
like a
Like
oops,
yeah.
haha, you thought that would resurrect people, but actually it summons, I don't know.
Yep. Additional required reading? I don't
Maybe.
know. Actually, a section written in Seimon's own hand was appended to the manuscript. It was an appendix! According to which, after the Honjo incident,
And it was an epilogue.
and it was an epilogue.
I
Seimon
literally forgot about that, yeah.
Yeah! Seimon lamented such a calamity taking place. He apparently wrote the addendum for the event that the tragedy became its own curse. It seems he had an idea that the victims of the Honjo incident would turn into the curse echoes and be used to gather soul dregs. It supposedly details how to handle any such trouble that occurs as a result of the rite of resurrection.
Really?
Hold on a second.
Oh, you're here.
Don't you find that strange?
What's the matter, Miss Sakazaki? You think my information inaccurate?
Simon died on the Honjo incident, and he couldn't have written an addendum.
I was just thinking that! You really don't get it, do you? Oh, okay.
Huh? Am I wrong?
Have you forgotten the ability Seimon possessed?
Of course not. To use the rite of resurrection.
Mhm.
Oh. You're telling me Seimon used it on himself?
Mm-hmm. The rite of resurrection can be carried out in advance, so that it activates when the soul dregs are gathered together. Then it is not possible that Seimon himself... Wait, then is it not possible that Seimon himself was resurrected by the rite after it all took place?
Wait, you can
Like-
designate the target before the soul dregs are gathered?
What? How does
crazy.
that work?
Well,
So
now it makes
basically-
me think that Shogo died to resurrect the dog.
Oh shit!
If the
Oh,
target
gosh.
was designated as the dog for that curse, and then Shogo went
And then
gathered
Shogo
all
died.
Yeah.
Would Shogo
Yeah.
saying
Maybe.
actually it's not the dog, it's Yoko override it, or would it still have been the dog?
Oh, I don't know. Oh. I don't
Or
know.
is it predetermined before the curse even started, and it doesn't matter who these people want to target?
Yeah,
It
it's
seems
just like
a little bit
whatever
like
you will.
everybody, naturally has their will. Like everybody already knows who they want to bring back, and no one's thinking about changing it.
As far as we
know what I
know, it
mean?
would be very interesting if we meet a new person and they're like, "Oh, I've changed my mind a whole bunch of times." Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just interesting.
That's
The idea that
interesting.
you can like preload it begs the question of how you do that.
Yeah,
Whether that's
what,
a ritual into itself.
yeah, because what Araishi's saying here is that Seimon was planning to use the rite of resurrection on himself, basically as a way of like, it seems like extending his life. I'm assuming.
Or I
But
think
knew that
bringing
he would-
himself back. I think he sacrificed himself as part of the ritual. And
Oh,
then
oh.
he had preloaded that he was to be brought back, so the ritual brought him back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But but why do that? Like, what is your motivation to do that?
I don't know.
You know,
That's a great
like that's what I'm
question.
saying. Maybe it's for life extending. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Like,
I definitely think it's for life extending. It's just I'm trying to figure out the mechanics of how this. Well, okay, we'll just keep going. But
weird. Okay.
yeah,
But he'd still have to collect the soul dregs, need to use the rite.
Yes, and that's why they died. The 8 others besides Seimon.
What? They died in the Honjo incident for their soul dregs. That sounds like it's the same as what's happening now.
That's why I need the resentful memories to learn the truth.
I get it now.
The issue at hand is that the Yin Scroll and the Record of Fates were supposed to have been passed down as a set. When I received the Record of Fates, the Yin Scroll was gone. Only this information was left. Supposedly, Seimon's blood descendants guarded it as they passed it down across generations. It seems that over their long history, the 2 documents became separated and the scroll's location lost as the family line branched.
Seimon had descendants, so there's someone out there related to him by blood even now.
Yes. In fact, I've tried to trace the line as far as I could. He wasn't a well-known onmyoji to begin with, so a detailed family tree does not exist. it seems likely that the use of the manuscript has been long forgotten, only being passed down out of tradition. And since they aren't even aware of what they have, tracking it down is quite tricky indeed. I wish I could ask who that voice belonged to about the Yin Scroll.
I'm sure you do. So basically, in the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll, Seimon himself wrote about ways to handle the curse and the rite, yes?
Yes, that's right. I've been searching for it all this time, but I haven't found a single lead. So if you two find out anything about other resentful memories or the Yin Scroll, tell me immediately. You owe me that much for telling you all this, do you not? That's the real extent of everything I know.
Okay. I mean, that was a very thorough retelling. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, that was helpful.
That was actually, that was a big, info dump, but it was very useful, and yeah.
Yep, agreed.
I was here for it.
Yes, I understand. Thank you for your help.
If you bring me more useful information, I'll take it into consideration for your school grades as well.
That's kind of corrupt,
You know
but-
I can, kill people, right?
Yeah.
That's what this is all about.
You know, I have a loaded gun here, right?
I love how he not only researched all of this, got a curse stone, and then lost it, the first night. Wild ride he's been on.
What an
He's
idiot.
so weird and a little pathetic.
He's even aware, I have a voice in my head telling me to kill.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, what's
Yeah,
it
he's like,
saying?
yeah,
That's
tell me
hot.
about
Yeah.
Tell me about more of them.
Interesting. Let me write it down.
We've learned a lot.
So to sum it up, there was a tragic incident with people cursing each other for the rite of resurrection in the Edo period as well. And the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll may have info we want, since it details how to stop the rite. I think that's about it.
Right. If we could just find the Yin Scroll, we might be able to learn how to settle this situation.
But even Mr. Araishi didn't have any leads on where it is. How do we start looking for it?
Someone involved in this now must have some connection to it, I think. I have a feeling the mastermind who awakened the curses is involved too.
Right.
Oh boy.
What to do next about the mastermind? Yeah, I guess go through the list.
So, Mio, what are we going to do next?
Good question. It may be best to give the information we just learned to Inspector Tatsumi. We got a pretty big clue from hearing about the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll. Mr. Tatsumi might know more about it.
Should we go back to school then?
Yeah, that's our point of contact after all. Because it's the past
Okay.
and we don't have cell phones.
Correct.
Whoever's behind
Fair.
that voice that gave Mr. Araishi the Record of Fates, it must be the mastermind, don't you think?
I don't think
Yeah.
so.
And he
I
said it
don't
sounded like it belonged to
know.
a woman.
I mean, that implies that it's the soap plot, which I do think is a major force in all of this, but mastermind is a strong word.
Yeah, and he seemed to, at least Araishi seemed to not make a connection between the didn't seem to think that the voice belonged to Soap Lady, as far as we could tell.
Yeah, but I don't think
But how
doesn't
familiar
even
with her
tell
is... Yeah, he doesn't really know them.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah.
And I think his ego is big enough that he'd just be like, oh my god, the soap people wanted to publish my thing. I don't know.
True.
Could be wrong
true.
about that, but we did just prove that his ego can get him into trouble because by stroking it, we managed to get a lot of info.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
much.
That's not a bad read. Yeah.
Whoever it is, I bet they're scary.
Huh? You don't sound like the Yako I know. Then let's catch him and make him spill the beans. I thought you'd say something like that.
A reminder, people are killing people. Really?
Yeah.
I guess I'm just not really feeling that confident right now. You know, with all of the murder.
I understand. You've done some murder too, haven't you?
Is she acting weird? Is she acting like not Yako, do we think, in this moment? Or is it just
I don't know.
the
Hard to
Sado
tell.
moment? Yeah.
I don't know if it's related to that woman behind the voice, but I'm also interested in the female Onmyoji who is a rival of Seimon.
Okay.
Oh, that reminds me, Mio. You know what's nearby here, don't you?
Huh? Oh, you mean where Michio?
Yeah. Where it happened. I was going there every day to leave flowers. Even though they always get cleared away anyways.
I'm sure it must be hard to have to be reminded of Michio's death all the time. Oh, that reminds me, Yako.
Yeah?
When you asked me to do the spirit board 2 days ago, did you come here that day too?
Yeah. I left some flowers before going to school. Why?
Did anything seem different that day?
Hmm.
What's this all of a sudden? Oh, now that you mention it, that day, I suddenly felt lightheaded and ended up passing out for a little bit. Replaced.
Yeah.
But I came to right away and felt fine, so I didn't think anything of it.
Remember that happened to Shogo too? Shogo passed
Did it?
out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, at the very beginning. I'm just
You're right.
remembering now. Yeah. Sorry.
I see.
Hmm.
That's all I was wondering about. Thanks.
Oh, excuse me, you girls over there. Who the fuck?
Oh,
Killed
it's
that
this
line reader.
guy.
Not this guy.
Fucking
Foot
Weevil.
guy.
God, get out of here, Foot Man. Ugh. Nobody wants you in the story.
Whoa.
Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but something you said caught my attention.
And who might you be?
I'm Yutaro Namigaki. Also, I don't have a curse stone now, so I can't do anything.
That's true.
I should probably tell you. Until yesterday, I was a curse bearer. That should clear things up.
A curse bearer?
Oh, you don't need to be scared. I've already given up the curse stone of the foot washing mansion.
The foot washing mansion? So you're the one Inspector Tsutsumi was talking about.
Ah, you already know Inspector Tsutsumi? That makes this simple. There's nothing to worry about.
Oh, hey. You're in the driver's seat.
What?
Yako?
Yes. What?
No, that
Oh,
was Michio.
possession
Michio was
moment.
like, you fucking killed me!
Yep.
Yep, that's what that was. That's exactly what that was.
This is how we're gonna
Whoa.
reveal Michio with Yako, though, is that Michio's already taken out her two primary offenders, her stepdad and the teacher, but now this is offender number 3, her murderer.
Yep.
Okay.
100%. Yep.
Just now was I doing something?
Sorry, Mr. Namigaki. What might be the matter?
Oh, right. I actually wanted to discuss something with you two. Would you come with me if you have a little time?
Discuss something? With us?
We can do it here in public, on the street right here where other people can see us. Excuse you. You were talking about Michio Shiraishi, right? It's related to that. I'm sure you would learn a few things yourselves. If not now, later is fine. I'll be waiting around Ryogoku Bridge.
Something rubs me the wrong way about this. But he mentioned Michio. What do we do?
Fuck this guy.
We go.
Oh, go to the school.
Or do you want to go to school first?
Oh, it might be. This is a big old timing thing. Can we look at our? We can't look at our tree while we're in a.
They're
in a dialogue
currently
option.
at the school, so it might make sense to go to the
Are
school
they?
first. Are they not?
Why would they be at the school? They just left.
We left the cafe.
No.
Oh.
So we left the cafe. The detectives left the crime scene. Were they going back to the school afterwards?
Oh, I don't remember.
The people at the bridge are Haraway and Richter.
Yeah, but are they at the bridge right now? Because are they not at Michio's house?
Oh, I don't know.
You know? That's why I asked if we could open our chart.
We can't. That's not a possibility.
Yeah, that's why yeah. Damn it.
Let's go with Yutaro. Why not?
Okay, let's do it.
He's right here.
Well,
Yeah.
I suppose we may as well hear what he has to say.
Glad to hear it. Then shall we relocate elsewhere? To a secondary location, perhaps? Fuck this guy.
Let's have a little chat, you know? Start with that.
Okay, so
Oh,
we're-
we're at the scene of the crime.
We're at yeah.
Which scene of the crime?
Yeah.
Sorry, this is the wrong
This was the
bridge.
first place we ever
Oh,
met
yeah,
him.
yeah. That's absolutely
Yeah,
true.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is
Yeah.
a different bridge than the bridge I was thinking about that Haraway's at. So, what did you want to discuss with us?
Is it not the same bridge? We're just below it. We're like.
I just
In-
assumed
in-
that they
in
would have
underneath
two
section?
completely different art pieces for the same bridge.
I figured it was one area, one for being on top of the bridge, and then one for this like below section.
No, they're different
Ryogoku
bridges.
Bridge? Oh, they are different bridges.
Yeah.
Ryogoku Bridge and
I was
Komagata
like,
Bridge.
they're
Okay.
not the same bridge. One is a one-lane walking, like, pedestrian bridge, and one is not. Yeah.
Multiple bridges. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. How should I put this? I'll tell you straight. I want you two to use your curse stones to bring Michio Shiraishi back from the dead.
What?
Whoa. Huh?
That's why I was pursuing the rite of resurrection in the first place. Unfortunately, I had to give up my curse stone before I could succeed. But you two are curse bearers with some kind of connection to her. Which means this is the perfect opportunity for me to ask you for this.
Well, I'm sorry. This is so sudden. I still don't understand why you would want to do this. What exactly is your relationship with Michio?
Well, we met briefly once.
When my car impacted her side.
God.
Oh,
I was
awful.
Yeah. Jesus. I was so sad to hear the news of her death the other day.
Alright. Well, it would be great if we could bring Michio back. But we've already decided not to use the rite of resurrection. Yada yada,
Yeah,
here's
Chat.
why.
Yeah, Chat, you're so right. That sure is a way of putting it. Jeez. Met her briefly. Is that so? It seems, however, that we share a goal. I wouldn't mind collecting the soul dregs for you if you gave me your curse stone, you know.
We'll have to decline that as well. Our goal is to stop the curse. There are like pop rockets going off in the area.
Oh, in your neighborhood?
really?
Yeah.
I can't hear it. So
No,
you're
they're not
good.
super loud.
It's 4th
but
of July week, yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
We'll have to decline that as well. Our goal is to stop this curse. Yaku's like, oh.
What's she up to? Has she been possessed in this moment? I guess we'll see. I see. Well, that's too bad. I suppose I'll have to give up on the curse stones.
Thank you for understanding.
Nah, this guy is untrustworthy.
Well,
Well,
Deeply
he's also
so.
dead. Like, the thing is, we have all the power in this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's daytime, so not right now, but the moment night comes, you know.
Oh, I thought he was a little suspicious, but he left without making a fuss. But why does he want to bring Michio back?
Well,
Yako?
Oh,
Did she go off somewhere while we were talking?
just walk straight away. Oh God.
She's gonna track him
Well-
down. Yeah, here we go.
oh no, and it's like
It's
nighttime
happening.
falling. Oh no.
I think we needed to not go with him so that he couldn't reveal it. Yeah, this feels like a dead end.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. I finally caught up to you. I don't know if you noticed me following you earlier or not,
Why do you think I walked away?
but leading me to a secluded place, you've got guts. I'm sorry, but I'll be taking your curse stone. Either you hand it over, or I'll have to take it by force.
Bro, in what world do you think you have power here?
Bro, what are you doing? Why you have your hands out like you've got a curse stone? Yeah. What? Wow! Ooh! Ooh! Why are you? No. She's here again. I don't understand. Wait! It was just an accident. I swear, I didn't mean to. That's why I was trying to bring you back.
Oh, that's spooky.
Oh no! Oh,
You're already too late. Oh.
Splish.
oh, dead end.
Full-on
Splish.
dead end. We couldn't let that happen. Okay,
Full-on
so
dead
end,
we have
it's
to
a reveal.
ignore the lore of him.
Fascinating.
Wow. Okay. Actually, I kind of like that. Like that's a dead end, but it's also a it's a confirmation.
Big reveal as
'cause
well.
I-
Yeah, it gave
I-
you exactly what you
I
wanted.
wonder if that would result in this. I mean, that's an ending, so we're not going past that. But I wonder if that would have resulted in Yako losing herself entirely, or what the deal was there.
Well, those are always my questions sometimes with dead ends, where it's I'm still curious about the implications. Oh, wait.
Oh, this is why. After this, Fumichika Nejima went on to use the power of his curse to commit mass murder, shocking the public with the unprecedented tragedy. And from that day
What
on,
power?
Yako Sakazaki has never heard from it.
Oh,
again.
yes.
Was never heard from
There
it
you
again.
go.
So, yeah, Yako
She was completely
disappears
taken
because
over.
of that, and also because she wasn't contributing to the plot, I guess.
Yeah,
they weren't
okay.
able to stop
Ending.
nature.
It
That
just
was
removed
ending
her
one.
out.
Yeah.
Michio's grudge.
Well, there you go.
Wow,
Check
we
that
got
out.
an ending. How about
Got
that?
an ending. Wow. Okay.
Also, we got full confirmation there, which we sort of already had because of our guess.
Yeah, but
like,
it's good to see it in practice.
and to see it fully take over her form, like the fact that we
Yeah, we know the
entirely
stakes now.
saw. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That was really cool. Man, there's been a lot of cool shit tonight.
We've in the thick of it. We're getting some real answers. That's fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really here for it. Oh shit. All right. Well, we're probably right at time. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I'm
we'll
thinking
have
so,
to
yeah.
to call it there, especially given that we've just got an ending. We've seen credits. Add it to the list.
Yeah.
But next time, I think we can pick back up, lead our girl detectives to the school, and then check in with our other parties to see what we want to do next.
Yeah.
That
I think
sounds
that sounds
perfect.
good. Yeah.
Very cool.
All right. Yeah. Things are moving.
They
Oh,
are.
this has been good. Oh, it was so good to play this with you all and for everyone who was
was.
able to join.
And
Oh.
Gina, consider the apartment baptized.
I know
Your
we've done
own.
it. It's
christened
officially
it.
home now that
Yay.
I've been able to do a stream from it. This was a
Thank
delight.
God.
I really enjoyed hanging with all of y'all today.
Yeah, this was so much fun. I miss you both, and it was really, really nice to hang out. So
Yeah.
I really needed this. Yeah, thank you.
Me
And
too.
yeah, like I said, thank you all for joining us tonight. This has been great.
Absolutely. Well, we will see you all next time, folks. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Paranormasight, the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. And yeah, have a great morning, evening, and good night.
Bye, everyone.
Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Bye.